sea, Pedri. Eric Molé, ¿cómo estás?
Hostia, que top, tío.
We Barca players no and then ahomache. No me no pepe and now omonam streets of Catalonia. Womo ejomo samba na fans na efer from T Danny Olmo, Pedri and Eric Garcia no motor bicycle so omo boile. Luis Enrique Paris Saint-Germain omo coach Osina Kan Emma Barcelona wa Real Madrid pen name wa coach Barca e de magi Titus ahodo pi enra okọ post match na ehọ no kubisa said Clásico ne saying na much match and say oh Barcelona she 2 now we ni gie ahokeka na coach no what they celebrate here na no shipa PSG manager no yenko na yentie ni kakra bi I know a coach this celebration. I'm coach PSG. I'm playing us in the Champions League against Arsenal. So Enra Barca, Real Madrid 2-0 no, and now on edging Marcus Rashford. On any first goal Emma Barcelona no. Way any Medicaya, waji first league title. Anje La Liga da afei na waji league title. Premier League Go United. Oman GB afei waji league title. Or say more and no expect Enra da ni re infida.
Hold on.
Your mentality.
No, so to be honest, in the beginning, I wasn't going to shoot. When I put the ball down, I didn't really see the angles. Courtois is really big. No, it's an incredible feeling. But I think in over the season, we deserve it. We was the best team, and we had some bad moments, but we always come back and fight to improve. So I think overall, we deserve it.
What's the key to those bad moments? We've been talking with Ferran about this. The idea, after the first Clásico, you're 5 points behind Real Madrid. It's now 14 points ahead. What is it in the dressing room or in you as a group that meant that kind of moment didn't sink you? That the 2 or 3 difficult moments, the defeat against Sevilla, the defeat against Girona, that those moments didn't sink you?
Why Marcus Rashford on loan from United, watching the first league title, La Liga, no the acting career and Wabra or G League. Now see the near power, has more, and so able to me abba. Now, and no, Ferran Torres or share second goal, no, also on the president of Barca, Marcus Rashford. Nilon deal no, Kobe extended about Tono, Amana Besia kind and Barca permanently. Ferran Torres, Umo Crano, or say, call Palace now, Kobe sign Marcus Rashford.
Fran, have you got the power to? Have you got the power to ensure that Marcus stays? Can you do that?
No, he has no power.
More than him. Much more.
But do you have as much power as the president? Can you say, right, Marcus, here's the deal, make sure you stay next season?
Yeah, he's a really good guy, and I think we can continue with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we have to get Ferran go, but
Ferran Torres, I don't know, Sanko Power Sam, Kobe signing Rashford permanently. No snack Emma Barcelona. And right before La Liga kick-off, El Clásico and Hans Flick, a bit of Justin Papa, a free mo. Also some moment, not very tough for him. Now so be Biara. Ebani DMU, Kofa Ban Honomo, Ebe sympathize with him. Ni let dad no, na a big blow so all free mo. Na support na there, or appreciate to be Biara support.
I will never forget this day. This is it was a tough day for me. It starts with this when my father passed away, but here my team is fantastic. I really love it. It's like a family, and they give everything today, and I'm really proud about also the fans. They're fantastic. It's amazing in this stadium.
Anna Yatin kind of Vinicius Junior at a point now on the Barca players na aircon now or then inside H and Betis Real Madrid almost 15 Champions League titles. Barca Senko and Amaje Enra Mentimo wants to be by Vinicius one fan chakra on the Barca players na the ataswa yeah here our Kessben television. So next moment referee born up in point no or no and no ball captain Amban. LED Real Madrid no do say omo lusu ye. Now Vinicius Junior friendly colleagues mama call the away stand players echo supporters honomo echo daumas ko appreciate you omo pass omo travel ye eba Catalonia ekrom honomo nti time na Vinicius Junior offer any teammates offer any colleagues ni say mum yanko na yanko boy nsem ema fans because yenti no mo ha oma travel pa no maba anye ye de na nsia ko acknowledge omo na ye nchese do maye no ye ni super Vinicius rival the to achire ya point every Barca player every Barca official onongasa ekochia omo Obabono na oko na so Paul game no Barca for La Liga champions na on beso beteki anything away from them to show great sportsmanship or chacha Barca players hake omo said ye hwe e Kessben television so Real Madrid Florentino Perez said ye o GDA pass afei Marino and will be obetting as several this situation at the Real Madrid. Enti akasa din be official personal terms there. President and Jose Mourinho among awie indiscipline na ekoso club no. Jose ba ne nyina no eto ebetwa. Mourinho okọ Benfica pre-match and post match Sansan for title and he said that na obekọ Real Madrid or say Real Madrid official be en contacted no until say ye beba Portuguese league no awie no oni response bia edema obia we Jose Mourinho sama ono enso edi ejayen yenko English Premier League West Ham Henry omulusu ofie Arsenal shomo 1-0 talking point no koye West Ham omo disallowed goal no Callum Wilson ekoshe goal Emma referee after 5 minutes or consult over eventually goal no engina same incident similar ones happen Arsenal for a benefit pa Mama Kessben television way Arsenal any Chelsea ya chichiri goalkeeper ya chichiri defender ya chichiri attackers still na referee edge goal edi ama Arsenal into some decisions bi wo ho akọ edi ama Arsenal enra West Ham ekwahye similar one referee say debi oji goal enyeye moment referee no consult over ne hu say David Raya na obi nsa bialukom obi sone nsa obi twini jesi achi to oji goal enyeye referee Chris Kavanagh was say shot pulling foul on Raya into 1 goal na no and Peter Schmeichel or your former Man United goalkeeper or say hey sanka ya jibo we foul and can yes Arsenal for that first so because go so much pina say ya Peter Schmeichel
Decision today, it's just so wrong on so many levels. What really makes me angry is that Arsenal would never be top of the league if that's a free kick. That's how they've scored so many goals, by blocking people, holding people, doing all kinds of things. And then we get to this point.
Peter Schmeichel and no say ya Arsenal for fast so eshom goals. Gabriel Agbonlahor also a retired footballer. Say so and Centroni or say Bowie and your foul. Arsenal for I say ya I'm a referee at J. Na West Ham there. Referee say Onje. Gabi Agbonlahor Nisemni.
Strange decision, Jeff, in the sense that like the frustration from a lot of the public, maybe everyone who's not an Arsenal fan, is that Arsenal scored so many goals from exactly that. If you look at a lot of Arsenal's goals from set pieces, there was one in the first game of the season against Manchester United, one against Villa, numerous other ones where they've got in front of the keeper, they pushed the keeper, their arms in the keeper's face. Nothing different from yesterday. That's what people are frustrated with. If that's your decision, why has it not been the same decision all season where Arsenal have benefited the most? And I'm an old school player, Jeff. I look at that and think, I used to do that every game. My job as a striker was corners for in front of the goalkeeper. Do not let him come and get that ball. So the way Wilson took the goal as well, the atmosphere in the stadium, that point would have put him level with Spurs as well. For me, I don't think that goal should have been taken away from West Ham.
You know what?
People disagree. People
I don't know. Wasn't doing a referee no Angie goal Emma West Ham. No Espirito Santo coach Emma West Ham. Or they say the quality were confused. Only incident a referee beje foul and the referee Angie because we assist several times I'm Arsenal for and your mutre di. West Ham go share goal referee so Angie. No Espirito Santo.
Lack of consistency.
Hello.
It's the lack of consistency in the decisions. I think in this recent seasons, it's been happening a lot of blocking, grappling, holding, almost like a wrestling situation that all of us don't understand what is a foul, what isn't a foul. I think even the referees confuse themselves, and it's upsetting due to the duality of criteria. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, and today is frustrating.
You were a goalkeeper.
No Espirito Santo and upon the frustration no Enra West Ham eshe goal referee and so Anje David Raya Enra oye 2 saves bia Kofopi and crediting enough because season way Arsenal first number the Champions League final no. On the X factor what born home or pa mo be head away o save you and then one-on-one still na the Raya 8 me save situation Emma Arsenal and consider keep clean sheet at the Etia West Ham no and a Buffon or your retired Italian goalkeeper no say goalkeeper way or say Ballon d'Or ye per one betimi agina or said in the home because season way why exceptional the more aso nipa goalkeepers yan consider for Ballon d'Or no so afu David Raya yan consider for Ballon d'Or way aso ni agina na akopem san aso ye akofan kratosima ye ba to aso wa mono nense
ya se obenya bie na won so anonom na etimi aboa no sa everyone was so ye ka ho asemi Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene ne capsules no e ye dura ye djuma wontini mu edrei uyo bia sabi o mema sem eda from tinkeja bema ni ntimi man mu sokra bema ni ntimi mpega no ho uye bema sabi woni obesiem na sisia no waje mu a nso edrei ye kanfo de amawo edrei ye dura ebeboa ma wontini netimi asore gina so ebe mamoja bia pusane wo bema ni mu ama bema netimi asore gina so ye na wotimi abo adwuma na ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atinka so yo ba so ye bema uhia edro Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules anemna ne dia gan ne bi kona koto binom watinka ayira na tikopra kona koto bi no bi nanom na bohu sabi edro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei uye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono ma pichikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo konfitire na se wo menses na ma ebayi a edro ebeboa Semens Vital Herbal Mixture kona koto edu no binom be ma onfitiko no bibia ye kama de amount afa so wote yaw o onfitiko mu a edu ebeboa Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules afa so obi won ma sabi wa akoja ne nan no na moja di akire we oba na otisa de bia hu moja no tieniye pa se moja no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a na say do betimi aboa ma moja ni nyina to atwa e de ama okra afa so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan say sciatica wo sciatica e do betimi aboa ama yawo ne twetwe na wo ni nyina etimi ati akokra no e ye agan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules e do no e ye adwuma wontini mu na enuane no bi we do we nu a e boa pa ye friend nitric oxide say nitric oxide no unya eba oni paduama enti bi emu asi enti na akantare ba bebiem ba be hu enti ama enti na tuma da wo model tuma de afusane usisi ena ya ye neurotransmitters a sonifree adwen no ho ena eba eno na se obi tijawa na se okọ pace bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etimi aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etimi akofom edrei ewo nyane no bi wo mu a it means release neurotransmitter your friend endorphin na sa endorphin ne ba se usisi ena ya oja jawo na wote no e wo usisi mu no edrei e ba be stop ni nyina you should dopamine na be yi jawo ni nyina fi woko e de amount enti so usisi yo ya edrei wo so no e ya gan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules edrei age award yenim de ye kan ho asem no 2022 Best Waist Pain Product of the Year 2023 Edwin Saji Award FCC ade ho 2024 Yesaji hwani musa fie di animu nyina so ye be Saji Award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so peme wa bla wo be me do no sima kakra bi achi a fe number no a e screen ase no e fe number na ye be no be kasa kama ni acho se do be sia no medro no na emi metumi aboa ama bibia ye kama ma o afa so ba bia be nya bia to no ye di good screen so memom tie ni ye pa se wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo person to be ton a ba bia e di kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy o store kese a wo be nya be bia tu honum akwakoton afa Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herbal o nyina wa Ashtown koho Fredimens eso okay o ono so be ma odi ato afezo Sambora ewo Kagetia Gate 3 no opposite pe edroi edra e ba beboa eyi sa o hawe nyina fi wa kwa ma enti pedu achi kwan to agan a etre se ejan no pedito na enkotote e ma na so nya wa ho den pepepe e da man
again cement vital eye drone di mo nyina nkopa bi na betimi abon ye pa yenko ba America so ye na ba America o manager Vincent Company e konkono ko ade a ka be ma Nicholas Jackson ST or ba America because ope Jackson papa na mo oye loan fee na mo agree say at the end say the money mo so ani a o metimi activate a e wo so dodo ama ba America aka kire coach ni say do say coach no epe Nicholas Jackson nenso ne ball no oye too expensive some be keep no club no mo Hurricane ebe start untimi ntuna bench enko so club ne sa enti Luther Mateus on your club legend Emma Bermini kono na reveal said internally coach na catch him say kobe person kobe keep Nicholas Jackson nenso omo as club authorities no na catch coach ni said there be boy ne ball no adding too much into omo turn ba enye ye yenko Liverpool so ye Liverpool making enquiries omo afre Real Madrid be some say Jabi Alonso dey crown a call wrong amamo entimi enkipina omo fire no because omo sunya omo appointing into omo ye due diligence omo hwemu Javi Alonso ne short force enema challenges are amadan succeed now for monso ejina so e dey take a better decision so make people an a slot and answer omo be ma Javi Alonso abanchi Liverpool start here omo enso make enquiries none ma do okay say get your free Chelsea call Arsenal and say obeso okoji trophies ohun say Arsenal air club omo dash ni efe okay hawa omo run club na trophies ebetimi aba enu nti no free Chelsea okọ an English players or club no so ebo an permanent team adapt quickly and omo ye only 3 matches away na omo we need double aka 2 games e England na omo e win Premiership 1 in the Champions League omo she sa 3 na Arsenal afuwe omo aye double champions into ohwe say 3 games aka no throughout the season no 1 in the Champions League 2 in the league no Arsenal for be share na sa trophies no omo enso etimi age Juventus and Alisson Becker personal terms almost omo anya reach agreement Alisson Becker Brazilian oda go the Eman Liverpool name Juventus so omo be hia no etwama start here omo ne no enso edi nkomo yenko Serie A enra AC Milan e de ko wo ho at a point na Atalanta early di Milan by 3-0 those Milan at 2 Emma match no only say 3-2 there now so Max Allegri say Nico say you started playing game no enra omo ehura fairly out pass supporters no ebu players no na coach ni say Debbie enyer no enya nson so be yesa how our season ekwa supporters no and rally behind the club omo top players na chi na omo enya UEFA Champions League spot na fe omo are taken out from there omo started say omo blemu players na and here Champions League no omo enso entimi en qualify Venezia omo so far demotion na moko Serie B omo sanya qualification eba Serie A na omo qualify no omo supporters any players no America's Ben television no wey aye canoes any ships ahodo na ewo nsuo so Venezia players any omo supporters and celebrate omo qualification to the Italian Serie A 80 players no any fans no and omo boat ahodo omo canoes ahodo omo ships ahodo na omo guguma omo twimomume ewo nsuo no so a omo ani agye ase Serie A no omo enso esanso ababiem award no adaroma kofo kroso nsem no wey eso ani egina na edi asie
yedi sidia nantentem so meko ni what scientific about clinic na ya fa message om de brain na no pe yeba nsempi ene baba bupu so pamcho mo ntwen yeba sia
Dr. Nimoni said you wouldn't ni what scientific hospital no yare biara obi efema onia no ye no eno na nyankopon enam me ne ma doctors for so eye a research about enhabaya nyankopon ede adom ye eye enupapa nyankopon adomunti so ubepie mo ni what scientific hospital nkwade a yare bia wo femu bia no se empo ewo mojam ne asie ni aduro kra onyankopon enam yenso ebema ho atokra
ya so ha de nyese wo ba ya sabi ni atam ebu di amount se di kokono na emu ye do to afidi so me afidi ni omu hwehwemu me ye omu adepote ya di ya ne brewo na se me omu enya ya re ne di woni badua no so te be ye so ya na ma wa to ya re ase ko de edi ni se ni badua se wo to ya re ase a utimi tu ase ntem
Obani what scientific hospital Dr. Fobius ya dwuma ne say enubuna eni no tan a obo ade ede dwumye no yenye mu hwemu na fe enwenu akasa wo ma friends phytochemicals no ye extract say enwenu no na yemfa mfremno emfa emao ebi a kidney no yare abem kidney no essay yenko na Ghana ha ye de take ahaban ede dialysis a kidney no say akodu se den kura no a nyarehemu na nya didi na fo ni kirem e woni what scientific hospital bofra ban eboye ama wo diabetes ye de bofra ban ene nyama bi efra e de ma wo a ebebo ma diabetes na o sugar e cost pay no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum ebia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem beba bi wo no mu a onya tenkan kwa so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya no no ba ehyemu a ehyemu na adwo e no obo so atese ne bema no ensore kra ebia na e no bi ada so a wo nom yo ba na utie me na se eya wo no problem ebia na e fibroid na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosuemu ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan bema bia na hu so e na wo form nkwawan e wo form low sperm count na wo okura beba beba ne hu so mu no na e wo no be friend say spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obendi what scientific hospital a enfidi e de ehwe be da di amye wo se problem bi wo no mu a ne atimi hu aduro na afi aduane e be kira mo adi pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofi etimi bo amane obi so hweme na ne die stroke akawa tompamo ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi o kasa na pampan boni die kire ye freno halitosis yade ba ko e ya no wanyi obi opewase obetimi akade a kire wo a ade be di unya o kasa bia na obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre o da o junso ntentem e papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years e ko animo no o prostate na e kese prostate enlargement e ba sa o da o junso ntentem o junso be bransa na ade a che e mane nka chi e me nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere ni nti manya adaje amo ya de dia nyadidie se ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia ba fim die fidie e de twe enubena e na fa ho de ni fra haba mu e de saw ya de ma wo na e ni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya Dansura bank no ene bi eni mwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Konadan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
All right, Niwat Scientific Herbal Hospital. Omo message normally abre yeno. Adrum resa me call ochia herbal powder and so na ohiniba wa ha me no ko twen komo kakra na sana ye the details nyina and so abremo egane so a
Seju wana obeba
de voice no enkoye mame ade
enye easy enra pressure no boom
na pressure de se obebia na ma wo pressure affect us
there be infecting me by adwuma no pressure so
be bia no pressure ni
enra dey too much enra ja
bia no pressure ni na o pija ni apija ni
enra ntentan da woroma
ayo so no dey ja weekend
Dr. G
ai tintan sem na o kan si
easy enra pressure no da no dey
oba unya nkasa kwa no adi nkan paucho wo sidelines
no the men nam be nu nsia no de men nam bo aman shuko ho baby
yo ejare suwa wa na obeba kajagum
Sergio mamena wasi ado pay so na memfa enchia emu oden emre ahwefo ani etiefo emfree Divine Hope Herbal Center yaso ye kese ewo Kumase macro abusia kruwa junction the whole Kumase abrosen mu ho na Divine Hope Herbal Center yaso ye kese no ebutuo na yen ene yakofa aduro ba kope abadwa so sise ya egintre ha ewo oman mu ene ewiase afa na nyina na aduro ni din ene otwea heba powder ɔtwea heba pada oti aduro ne dia no hu sɛ adwuma aduro ne bɔ no ɛbro adwene ene ntiase so ɔtwea heba pada no ɛyɛ enubena enhaban nkunyini nwiahini ɛne yakeka bom ɛne nunanuro ahodoɔ ɛne ade yɛ wɔtwea heba pada no sei ɛne wɔtwea heba pada no ɛte ɛne yɛhwɛ screens no ɔrɔfoɔ na hwan ɛne twa so wɔn wɔtwea heba pada no bi ɛfiri sɛ ɔyɛ ɔpemfo a wonum bia ɛnyɛ akwadaa wonya mfie dumienu ɛkɔ soro so a wonum bia ɛnyɛ saa so na ɔmma akwadaa no fo a wonum bia ɛnyɛ onipa bia timi num bi na emom wɔwufoɔ so wonum bi ɛfiri sɛ yɛduru wonum a wawu a wonyane nti ɔwufoɔ so ɛnum wɔtwea heba pada no bi na emom sɛ wosisi ɛyɛ wo yadeɛ pɛ ɔtwea heba pada akyiri kwan sisi yadeɛ atena wo so akyɛ ɔrɔfo sisi yadeɛ no deɛ na kwan bɛn ɛne fa so a ɛbaeɛ sisi yadeɛ no ama ɔrɔfo wonama na wɔkyim enipadua no emu akyɛ mienu sɛbe ɛfam no wɔ baabi ɛhwɛ ɛne soro no so wɔ baabi ɛhwɛ ɛnam sisi yadeɛ nti wɔsi yadeɛ ne deɛ ɛyɛ abusua yadeɛ nti abusua deɛ wonya mfie aduane no mfie aduane mu kɔ a na sisie no ahyɛaseɛ ɛkyim ɔrɔfo wei nya japade ɛde gya nkyirima wodeɛ no enam yadeɛ na akɔfa sisi yadeɛ no ɛde aba ɔrɔfo yi pɛ wɔtwea heba pada akyiri kwan obisi meyɛ adwumaden no ɛna mesisi gyi metwi ebesi nnɛ sisi yadeɛ ada ne koankoro a ɛte me so ɛba saa aduro no yɛ baako pɛ ɛno no wɔtwea heba pada na wonya wɔtwea heba pada yi bia wɔpɛ wo nsuo a ɛyɛ dedɛ obi bɛsɛ deɛ wohia yɛ nsuohyeɛ nsuo a ɛyɛ dedɛ kakra bi anɔpa baako anwummerɛ baako yadeɛ bi a wode wɔtwea heba pada ne treat no da bia wo akwanya sɛ wonum mienum ɛma yɛ anɔpa wobɛnom baako na anwummerɛ so wanom baako ti da bia ɛyɛ mienu nti wɔtwea heba pada no okɔ pharmacy shop heba shop over the counter na waka kyerɛ wo mu sɛ ɔdɔfo yi mesrɛ aduro no yɛsɛ menom toa so boso na wɔtwe miɛnsa ɛkɔ bosome a menya mayaresa nti ani die mame box ne baako box ne hye mu mako 50 aduonum ahoɔden kura ni wɔno no atɔ half box mutie saa nsɛm yi ani akwankyerɛ ɛde ma mu adanse no gusu aba na ɛba na mo so awurade nam ne tumi ne na hoɔden so ɛma mu nya ayaresa kɔpɛ wɔtwea heba pada abrɛ sisi yadeɛ ɛtete wɔ ɔdɔfoɔ wodie no yɛ kooku ama wo yɛfunu no ebom kooku nti sɛbe obi kwa ne minim na wo yi beat akɛseɛ bɛtɛ konkon wo bɔ ama piano na nso so onye adwuma ɛwɔ music studio bia ɔdɔfo ekoko ama wo de ntakra hodoɔ nyina enunu wasom wa mesi takra bia wo de bia nu wasom sesei de o se o pekɔ de takra ye bɛyɛ den nya kɔ de takra ma ko pɛ wɔtwea heba pada ne bi abra koko ɛde wo de no adum pempenso a ɛte saa wo de no koko no agu widim ɔdɔfo wo yɛ ɔbaa koko no agu wanim sɛbe wantwi ponso antimi mpie firi sɛ asisi wanim no nketenkete pɛ wɔtwea heba pada ne bi na ɛnhye koko na ɛwɔ nipadua no ho ɛma wo ɔrɔfo koko no wode no adurum pempenso a ugya wo nan sɛbe wobon sɛ kokɔbo no ɛtwe aba obi gya ne nan wobon sɛ emogya kakra ɛwom na ahoro kakra ɛwom sɛbe anɔpɛ mu mfa nkyɛme nanso so yanka na wankɔpɛ duro bi sɛ wɔtwea heba pada anom ama wan ne ho amfiri yadeɛ bi atisi ya ebeduru baabi na afei sɛ woyɛ bɛma abagye wo tuo ɛde akɔtwere Jubilee House bɛmɛn pɛ wɔtwea heba pada akyiri kwan sɛ sisi yadeɛ tetew ana koko yadeɛ ɛtetew ɛnyɛ sɛ beduru baabi no bɛma no empagya bio mese bɛma bia bɛma no entini mako enkono 9 ene kuta bɛma bia wo bɛmam ne sentini ne mu baako kura besi a sɛdeɛ emogya ebedi afurusane na aba bɛma ne mu no emogya ne nya kwan ne afurusane enti koko betena wo so na yɛ bɛma afei wo ho de nsɛm ɛba fam sɛ bɛma na no na wukosi n'anim a petri sion sisi ya bɛma no wagye magu hɔ 1 minute 2 minutes wonna mana ma na ma guy ni makasi ya Mr 2 minutes ɛba sa adura wo hia ɛyɛ wɔtwea heba pada kokunti ama wo baabi bu ne nsa na wo bobna affecting the menstrual cycle no koko nti me maame a koko haw na ama wo menstrual cycle no aye bibie ho obedie ne ntimi ma obedie ne ba na ya se hwe no no wo bobna wogye ne ho a enye no hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan wonya wotwea heba pada ne bia afi koko a etete ama menstrual cycle no aye bibie ho no ana wodie no ntimi ma no obedie etwa ne bra amonamono odofo wonya bisa na wo frɛ ya ye bɛkyerɛ okwan a wobefa so abɛno motwea heba pada awurade tumi ne na ho odi nti maame na wo so wade ho afiri koko yade a etete wo no ho obisi wonya sciatica ne to asentini se bibesi ne nantu etwe no wogye ne ho a enye ebasa pa wotwea heba pada akiri kwan wotena se kye na wo sɔre ubonhu se wo sɔre no wotu ahwe odofo wo nante kakra gye se wo pɛ baabi epatwene ne nyina ne se ne to asensini besi ne nantu no etwetwe no ogye ne ho a enye ebasa woduro no eye baako pɛ eno ane wotwea heba pada obi ko labs or ko clinics se bi labs ahodo a waye no for ye sciatica yade no nanso still yade eti no so a etete no eno na mena na ku yetwi ho abeka se ne nto se ye ne ya efri ne to ase besi ne nantu ho no ehotwetwe no wogye ne ho a enye odofo ebasa na wonya wotwea heba pada ne bia awurade tumi ne na ho odi nti wate wo ho afri sciatica yade a etete no obi wo ho bonse ne nsa aye titiriti ne nan aye titiriti wose anansi kutamemu ana anansi acheme anansi na nkasa sen no so no wache wo nipa eye mogya ne nya kwan ne afurusane ewo nipadua ne mu na we ebasa obonse stroke ena ebo wo nkaye no wodofo ebasa no apɛ wotwea heba pada akiri kwan eye ntini ne mogya mu adwuma ne betwea fantini ne mu ama ntini ne a emu osisi no emogya ne nya kwan na akoma ne pompia akɔ honam dua na kwa no bebi pia etwa se ekono emaye enye se bere bi beduru ampa duru bi se wotwea heba pada no ma na afei akowie wo stroke na bema woda ho ana oba woda ho no geshie bi anya stroke ne fa edwoto sebe na no echim pe wotwea heba pada box baako ema me wate uwie a wo de fa wo phone no abra me kasa ya sha emfonyini na edaso no ebia na wure fi aduro ni din utwa emfonyini na edaso na oko pharmacy shop herbal shop over the counter wa wo se me pe aduro we bi eye wo twea herbal pada no omobema obi ato odehie na wonya stroke da fom na sebe ne fa edodo na no echim no awurade tumi ne na ho odi nti ono mo twea herbal pada na wo sole agina brane ede amame otwea herbal pada no bema no ma na bema agina brane oba no ma no oba eye opesima we hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan we eye nianya bibiduro kan we chemical bia emfrem purely organic we enyanwono saso na enka baabia wo kɔ no obetimi anom akɔ eni achiwade biara eni achiwade unim twakura betimi de atwa nanso so ya na etumufo se enye munyai odofo we eni achiwade bia aye wotwea heba pada ene obi ene opa aduru nyanwono ba kokora udi a obeka se Tom Brown aduane na wudie nanso so na esa wo yare wo ye bema okoda nwura na do wantimi ana wadwonso beburum be mpredu ana mprenum ansana adeechi we bon kai se wudwonso twa na ye prostrate no wo how be eba ho odofo ebasa pa wotwea heba pada akiri kwan wodie no sebe wodwonso a wote nkase bia ka wayase obonso wadwonso wi a wode obema no ahye wo boxer no bonso sebe dwonso ne nam ho obekuni pem na wo ho agye dwonso odwonso twa no a wo hawo ba ho no wonya wotwea heba pada ne bia ebeyi prostrate mu hawo ni nyina e de afiri ho obidie na drum pempenso ya to ne roba orofo yi si ya to roba adansi a eba so ye ho no eye bebre wono a ya toto won roba nam awurade tumi na ho de nam wotwea heba pada so ama roba na yi na afei esade won mema yo anaso won mema sem asabre wo no eye bebre kwa adansi ne de ade bebre den nyina ba ana eba aseye ho odofo hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan emame oyi obi a wonante kakra bi obonso wakoma bo kinkin no wabre wonante kakra bi gise opa ba bi na wotena se ne nyina ne se adwuma nipa kra ya yente bre no oye wie ya na afi ohomete ebia wakokyekere wonsa no ya ka kire wo sei obi pi no ekosoro aye wayam hyehye odofo yi anase yese sugar level no kosoro ana pe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan onya wotwea heba pada ne bia na freye na afi ya kire kwanya obefa so a obenom twea heba pada no ede amame odie no eye osa odofo aduane to yefunu mu bobena aduane ntom o bobena esi obi achi kasa mo gye ne ho enye ama obi joins nyina eye ne ya eye osa me bia me kasa me se osa ye yade bia eyadefo pa na yani ene nya ma so sa osa kasa ejeje wa ebetima tete wa na eka ne ho na wo piepe se de ahwinhwa wo no wanhwe ye bekasa wanya yanom yade bi ne nso eye osa na etiti ni padua ne sa no ebasa aduro ne de eye wotwea heba pada wonya bia awrade tumi na ho odenti na afei wate wo ho afiri osa yade no ho enu nti na da bia etumufo se aduro no monnom ntoa so maye ye numba ko pese enyai ento ho odofo enchiri hwe ena enyanyo so enka ti no numbi maye num toa so acha ye na wotwe miensa tubosome wate wo ho afiri yade a wode eye wotwea heba pada no esa ede amame wo ya abrantie wa wonam fie ba aduanan nanso sebe wo pe ma esen wanim no ene wo ba wo mfie na de eye pe ena wo wura de ma no wayi ato nsem na wo de anonten wo ye soso ewo Yesu di mu entwemro ewo Yesu dim odofo entwemma mesese nye sunsun ma de na sebe enye duabo bi na obi abo na emom ohaw bi na ama ena ama wo be ma no sede awurade nyankopon de bɔ na eso tia na etede a pewotwea heba pada ekiri kwan unya bia be ma freme numbers na egu screens no so no ofra na menkyira kwanya wo befa so wo be no motwea heba pada no afi be ma na atwea koma fon aye ketekete aye secreyon aye se straw no be wura bayirima na wura ba ne na de extra energy ni se brew se be ma na wo kosina ni ma watimi apem akọ anim ye me se be ma de wote ase na se be ma wumu ya wo do dofo ahia wo mpam no wantimi anto pakura no na nya 3000 obetima to so de ya na wotwea heba pada orofo oyo ba woni atenka ye bedu betum pam aginegine obia nenso wose me de sebe meni atenka oba nam kumase na atenka ne nam kentampo obai pe wotwea heba pada akirkwan unya wotwea heba pada ne bia na wafrɛ ne akire kwanya wo befa so a wo be no motwea no ama watenka ayera ne nyina no asa ababiu afi fibroid afi na doctor editete ana wa diagnose no hu se fibroid no afi na develop a hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan menstrual cycle no ana menses ni ntimi ma pe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan e bia awo achi ni emabiu ukoye family planning ukoyi ye na emabiu unya wotwea heba pada ne bia na wa frame na afi ma kire kwanya obefa so a obenum aduru na mame na wo so bosume so a watimi akọ maayum na wagina ho se oba sima ede amame baby pia to dro wo Ghana biara pharmacy shop herbal shop over the counter me no watwea heba pada ni bi ato ede amame se wo won kranya obekọ Madina Rich Junction wo gas filling station Queen Bobuni ewo honom obenya bebre ato ewo honom House of Drug ewo Ashamai Presby Junction ho a obenya bi ato Kessben FM ewo Circle ho oko Kessben FM ewo Circle ho a obenya watwea heba pada ni bi ato saa so na La Paz Angel FM ana Angel TV ewo ho obenya watwea heba pada ni bi ato PK Gombila ewo Tamale Dr. Clement ewo Brekum obenya watwea heba pada His Side Pharmacy anasa Isaac Drugstore ewo Nkoko Winef Heba ewo Joso Court dano Brayima wo Edum Museum o se Brayima de wotwa rubber stamp original one obenya bi ato ade farmer ewo Sugakope obenya bi ato ho Alesampofo ewo Dunkwa Atechem Halus Heba o Kashi Drug Lane obia woto duro bia o Kashi Drug Lane no obenya watwea heba pada ne bi ato mema nei ye de key no edesua ekutaye kopebi ne yenkyere kwanya obenu motwea heba pada ne bi oba 7 gate no ma no na obetima bie dia numbers ya wogi a wo frɛ yen ewo so enie 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37
okay
0550 63 90 37 die twatwo no eye 0551 22 82 81
okay
0551 22 82 81 freyesisi a abrabre no ayabre nti yeso wotwea heba pada ejane hyewa wa ena obeba sejo
oni ba bedasi otwea heba lo si janisiwa wa ena obeba for numbers no na oni otwea heba eni enkomo Kessben TV Kessben Television 93.3 Kumasi 92.9 Accra Midfield Action Program no ɛna wɔne gusu a wohwɛ yi na afei waso nso gusu a wotie Shiftman de wafiri atonso na abrɛn. Congratulations to my team Arsenal for that hard-fought victory yesterday. In fact, we needed these 3 points badly, and I hope the players will keep the momentum high and win our remaining 2 games for the ultimate. Gunners, we shall get there. Hashtag Bibia Ebeye Fine. Shiftman Atonsu. Okay, maminko manim na minko Benji with the free fences area. Half a loaf is better than none. Indeed, Hearts of Folk did well, but they need strikers. Okay, there also the Abraham no. Miko Don Arsenal. Good morning, boss general. Against all odds, Arsenal have finally won the EPL by beating West Ham yesterday and still are waiting for the UCL as well. There will be double champions this season. Mark it somewhere. By doing this, by so doing, kudos to Dr. Franco Naro for tipping Arsenal to win this season's EPL. And it has come to reality. All right. My NBA matches, no answer. Good morning, Joe. My name is Emmanuel Insia from Modasu, in the Upper Denchira West. So please, I want Andy to do the first 11 from the Spanish La Liga and the first 11 EPL and add their benches and choose the manager for the various teams. We fear that next or the idea we bow. Na okay? If you are for questions and answers. Midway a chat to the Dinkomoka Krabaiba. Afida kan nyina no ya boaboa no aside de abremo oyibo watching the way free near behin abremo. Good morning, sir. Congratulations to Kumasi Santikotoko for beating 11 Wonders, but I think the players should do their possible best for Kumasi Santikotoko to play in the top 4. Hi to chairman of the Nuka Pia Coca. Oyibo watching near behin also message out the abremo no. Frana Smart Solutions. For a was studio. Me no better train komo kakra Frana Smart Solutions. Was empowering your smart life. Dave ewa on the max and I'm Dave Akwaba.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nyamiado.
Ever smiling Dave.
Thank you.
And then so can jagumwe.
In fact, Nyamiado, boy, Yamaya could di Mother's Day aba.
Sure.
They are all for the Akoma. And a chair tear phone na Yadamas said Monsomote and Cano. Muni didja send ye tear. Yamisham. No, in fact. In tablet and I bohun de wuro. Any kwan say nemrem otena sema oba use tablet bi akeke because tablet ne boy den. Enti se wo beto na ochena nkwa wo se ekoto foforo de. Ye say Frana Smart Solution ye mpene masa nsi. Enti ye the anti-breakable screen tablet. Aba se mombra na mombeto bi ma momofra no. Sa anti-breakable screen tablet way. Yes, emfa ho ne se ne ebesi ahwe ho. Emfa ho ne ne ebebo so. Eni no empai eye solid. Bibia ni wo ebema sa screen way eni no apai. Bibia ni ho. Efe so yi pa se ne ahunu no he. Nefe efe papa. Now we a use SIM card. Yes. Ebi mu wo ha use SIM card we use SIM card 10 inches. Now apart from SIM card na use no yasa install applications and content was so dada as empo no abofra ne pese o use edisuade a unhia internet na odi asuade from grade 1 to grade 12 omadi suade was so dada. Enti yesi bra Frana Smart Solution. Nembeje tablet ya hu say kra me fe. Yes. Na ni space no 1 terabyte. And a RAM no 16 gig. speed no e wo soro ye pa we enye nkora nko a mpanyimfo enso timi eyusu e de di omudwuma enti yese bra frana smart solution na bra ebeje wo de promo no eguso a ekoso ai yese bra for just 1500 Ghana cedis per efa be fa sa tablet ya unhu say krami. Yes, this is the tablet na ye wo nenketwa enso wo ho nenketwa no nenketwa ni eno no ye 8 inches and also ye anti-breakable sa yes and also ye anti-breakable and also hwe wo be empire esen ya hu say krami no me confident about this tablet. Yes, a bunny screen somewhere there 8 inches in so yes fat 900 Ghana cedis ebefa. Yes, ya tete ya niema no so amamo pa nti mesrɛ wo frepe me hu se Kessben na wotie yen na onim tablet no oto a ni asa chew free case aka ho. Yes, case no bebre wo ho case no de ope bia esa protect no kama ema unya ho na tablet we enye ordinary tablet mesrɛ mo mfa so pa entie me tablet no me se ehwe ho a empai iti bra frana smart solution freya was 0541750095 ena obenya yen ewo Kumase ahensan opposite China Mall Junction in Kran so obenya yen ewo Odoko Market right opposite Best Point. Yes, Mrs. Subim freya was 0541750095 in Kran obenya yen wo Odoko Market opposite Best Point. Kumase so ye wa hensan opposite China Mall Junction hono mo na me say ye juicing cup ye ebinie ena me share that to watermelon bi a me ye say me demonstrate ya kire hwefo we watermelon na gum no watermelon na de gum kama ebe blending ni nyina correct. Yes, we a juicing cup senia mu huni he ebe blending ni nyina ma kama ebe ye ni nyina ena mu huni ena blending ni nyina kama no. Yes, enya kona bra bia within some few seconds watermelon na mu huni solid no ena blending into juice a ubetimi anom ye. It's very good. It's one of the niema me pewo frana smart solid because eboa ma live a healthy life. Utimi twitwa apples gum, utimi twitwa mango gum, di obetwitwa gum bia banana ebe blending ni nyina kama amount. The time in the dozen I can just 5 3 seconds 2 seconds and 1 second. Where we
is I ready?
I ready. More
I bet my boy there kama maso ne tafi na no kakra no na
ya divina nom na eda dodo. You know, yes, runner smart solution ya ba mamo we am huin. Yes, mo fa just 250 Ghana cedis per na fra befa our frana smart solution we ebeboa mo live a healthy life battery no so e cheye wo charge a enye na asem etimi di wutwa enam yunu nam yensa na nko low. It's very good and affordable as well. It yes brabe live a healthy life by getting this juicing cup. Yes, 250 Ghana cedis. Yate so pan.
O plug one what you kuta o.
What you kura.
You say I feel like I plug.
Dabi. Rechargeable. Ne kura kama. Na ene no nso no. Ye ba ma emofra no nso biem ene awofo. Ene mmerem because nkra no ko school a in fact opese o communicate with akra no ehwe se na didi nwadidi ene niema bebre wa pon school ne bus aba wadru fie sa niema ni nyina no eye den se akra no betimi de phone akọ school enti frana smart solution the watch we aba amankra watch we eyusu sim card ye ma amofra. Yes, so omudi besua de na afen so no se bibi na opese awofo o de ndi nkomo a obetimi ene na di nkomo ewo so watch we esa wo camera ewo camera ampo opese oni akra na video call environment a o wa nkra ni bi wa o me ko school obo a no akwa she baby no na obi se ne ba ko she game ase. Yes, enti
beje watch we ema wo ba na emmo na desua na afen so emmo no na no mete na akora bi akoyira omuko hu ye na chese wa firi mu ya watch we ka akora bofra no wo bia menya sure senke beduru sam pempen so no nti mesira mo moteme nka watch we ya hyeda ateso ankasa se na be ya unni bi kura wo ho a opro ho a obetimi atobi eye 250 Ghana cedis per fa befa ewo frana smart solution oba sa watch we onsa beka eye case watcher ye de aba ama awofo ene mmofra nyina na me kono me fan wiye in fact ene enkofo fi aye boring esan say enkura ni nya bibia emfa ngeji omani we eye ade a etimi buama enkura ne parent eye engage yes your friend no karaoke speaker yes we send ya hu no kama yes also the microphone mienu ene ne ba microphones ne nie yes enti se enyom na mutu ofie agro bi na mudi ofie mu betimi aye ni nyina we etimi se sound ne ma ne ye de so ne ya potro ne kra se na motimi sweet mother meaning but it's very exciting. Yes. Esa wo pen drive port. A obetimi de pen drive ashem na enyom ne bonyina na wo to die akire obetimi so de atie enyom kama e wo memory card slot a obetimi de ashem no device we one of the best device a wo hia wo fie. Yes, microphones ni too. Obi kura to teacher ni to ekosi ne class eja ode enkura no be communicate because of them timi ye de na opese omo calm it down. It's very good for schools. Obetimi be to bia ma o school very very affordable so ya shada ne yate so say obi abetimi anya bi enkura ne ma de ye fa ni agro of Frana Smart Solution we yes for 150 Ghana cedis per nice. Very very affordable. Yes, say that here. Unya microphone mienu we. No one say nya device na ankasa. Umpe we na apedi.
We know a speaker, right?
We a speaker.
And we a mic.
We a mics.
You be CBR no okasa
omo beti.
Wonderful.
Yes, I be connecting the kama. The yan is a waso. Yes. And yes, Freya, it was 0541750095. Frana Smart Solution, empowering your smart life. Open your chira kwai won kran ya wo Odoko Market, right opposite Best Point. Kumasi so ya wa hinsan opposite China Mall Junction. Yes. Now, in fact, mmofra bebre ko ahunhia mu omunua ne semu enko ye kra mu frifie na omunya du school mu pe na che say ayese 83 kom no we a lunch box aye de aba we a 40 enti o baby a betimi twetwa ne fruit agum o baby a betimi say mo a de begu ni stew o de begu say vegetables ana bibia pese o de ka ho bia no obetimi de we eye 40 emeye nkoton 2 tie ma for ebu a ye de je for 40 da bi ehye so mako and 94 and I obenya wo so we pese obeye no 4 a obetimi ate so no aye no se ne a openi bia se 2 se 3 o obetimi aye no se ne a openi bia nti se ne a mo hwe no ane se wayi so na odi abu aso kama we maye ne 3 no maye ne 3 kama maye ne 3 ma reduce so aye ne 3 enti wo pese oye ne 2 so a obetimi aye oton so a ni amawo ne bag free a obeyi su aka ho na ade a wan say yes amawo spoon yes spoon obenya fork spoon and a chopsticks obenya ni nyina e wo Frana Smart Solution we say ya teso yes 40 ani nyina mohwe mu no quality pa yes stainless steel quality we yes for just 300 Ghana cedis per ebe fa e wo Frana Smart Solution what men can now hear bia Freya NCC e wo 0541750095 in crime obetimi akohosisi a obenya bi Odoko Market opposite Best Point Kumasi so ye wo ahensan opposite China Mall Junction enemrem entina ho emma o blender ensay enkoto blender o blendi anachi say nnuaba ne nam ho poto debi we a Kingwood original German Kingwood blender a 2-in-1 sa blender ya muhui we a kama papa blaze ni a sharp we uyusu a enche na blended ye wo de blending nyina e wo keto atimi blended powder mokosam se opese beans na opese oye ne powder betima blend amount na kese enso blended vegetables te se opese o blended fruit bibia opese o de bia no blender we brabenya bi esi wo kitchen na mmoa wo ema wo dada setena enye easy Frana Smart Solution yes empowering your smart life na dem di twatu a mi fanwie ye ne se nanu nkrofo ba se omo pebi gidi yasa de bia ba ye shorty ye but ye de bia bremo we electric cookware sa electric cookware a uhuin we enye ko friend say bidie ne ye de no a we electric eno ase wa plug it o plug a 1 hour bia no etewo 80 pesos per na bidie be na 1 hour ube no aduane 80 pesos dabi ensida except German top kitchen way free Frana Smart Solution men go to bia o ba bia keke bra Frana Smart Solution beto ye de no eno ya test ehunu ne dwumadi a edi yes we utimi de kambanku utimi de yemo utimi de yankwan utimi de even bake cake yes de wo hu say kura me ya utimi de stew e de na utimi fo anya abetie nyina eka yes eye niema bebre enti brabe tobi e wo Frana Smart Solution we emusunye pa eye 12 liters 12 liters etimi no nipa anu aduane nipa du anu aduane yes for just 600 Ghana cedis per ebra ebefa e wo Frana Smart Solution na mi di wie no na me kai mo say yen tablet no ebi wo ho eye anti breakable mo da mo hwa ade he ma bo ani na o say won so kra yes frame e was 054-175-0095 Kumasi ubenya ye wo ahensan opposite China Mall Junction in Kran so ubenya ye wo Odokon Market opposite Best Point.
You better must say Frana Smart Solutions, empowering your smart life. Dave, supported by Max, and a day in Nema Fefe, I bet say any bonus so ever 4 years, Papa San, and Hina Benabi at Tokanwe. Almost say I inside Quanoso, China Mall Junction, honey, opposite Hope, and a Frana Smart Solutions. Almost office, no, I was sorry, almost shop, no, I walk out, Nakope Bito. Ni bono nwanwa kra keke
na enkran so Odoko Market
okay e honso obenya bi ato e bede masipa e be sign mu atrasibio mo friend numbers na mo nko na mo nkoto nyoma ni bi ni bono wo form papa okay yemra na emeto asomfa mamo Kessben television Kessben 3.392.9 Accra and not Tree Bible inside Bremen UGC and the way about good morning sir Joe and the crew. It's a beautiful Monday morning and I'm wishing all Real Madrid fans all Real Madrid fans better luck next season. Okay, they also they abre and no. Well, I say West Ham feel that anyway every Elembele Ebrahim, West Ham United, Manchester City and Manchester United fans can continue to cry. We the Arsenal fans don't care to. Yesterday was the 60th birthday of Elembele MP and Land and Natural Resources Minister Emmanuel Amakufibua. I wish him long life. Okay, the filler and so the Abraham and Makinkai Amano Ekrono. All right, we have fought transintem Renoko into Yenfield and Muka cry. Arsenal. Say Barcelona. And so Ajila Liga no esi omo abeti. Issues here and there. Zempi. As a leaks ni na no. As a EPL no kwa.
Done and dusted. Oh, EPL.
And in Kwana, I say, you who say Arsenal, they but just say we. No, but you who say Arsenal. That's like 2 games. And mathematically, Bibia bit me Zanamboa.
That's true.
But others no the entesa.
They know it done and dusted.
But Bia Omari.
And Spain away, Italy away, Germany away.
Yeah.
France is not so much to play for PSG. And so be
maybe not 6 points there. Only learn 6 point difference. And 15 goals. About 2 games on what says goals is a goal.
No, that's not there. That's way.
Oh, mathematically.
Anna. PSG then mathematically.
No. Okay. No, PSG then do learn with myself more than 15 goals.
Oh, David. I hope so.
Go I got 2 games. Yeah. 6 point difference. In the advance the PSG lose 2 games now can in Accra.
Nah, enough. Yeah. So that's not then still after beating West Ham, no still I would doubt now.
Me need doubt, but me say mathematically.
Me too at it. Me pekon am ntike be fa so.
Oh, man go for ntike be attack me.
Mathematically. Bibi abetimi asi.
Bibi abetimi.
And anka bibi yes yara.
Enra, that's a kesi wi kra. Ezebi.
Ezebi.
God we see.
Ezebi.
But my kind number of times Arsenal this had the national go for goals be.
Yeah. Be pray.
Kwa mo fa so.
Countless.
I'm attacking goalkeeper no
Yes, countless.
I'm attacking goalkeeper no much.
Countless.
So Enra, what happened? I'm for just
the football sanity. On say, for the past weeks, we've discussed.
And the attack in the final quad.
As soon as I go for the grade, and on be attack your ball. For the past weeks, you are discussing inconsistency of referees. Or the Champions League, and the same thing happened there in the Premier League. Adibi see wo baby a referee be budget. Adibi who see baby about to referee non so there. And yet the same referee there, but at least so far as the interpretation yet the same. No? Yes, but it's a rules and regulations. No, they free hand because when you are an issue of a special tournament for FIFA and Ebeka almost the different rules and regulations that govern sa tournament na ba at least a bit or ma vary in terms of the interpretation until you bet me there you will every be the same laws now you do football now na you know referees na use in the Premier League but adebu is you Old Trafford the foul is you Anfield the foul adebu is you Stamford Bridge the foul is you Amex Stadium and foul adebu is you Dickinson Stadium and foul is you London Park and foul. That is the level of inconsistency you from referees in these days in the Champions League and even in the Premier League. But back to that particular game. It was a game and Arsenal fan be say a dear na a year ni team no bet me because one thing the Premier League ma obet me about Premier League and about the level of competition in the Premier League and how team no matter the position of given the best into West Ham United playing at home against Arsenal no be a shade how omo ebesi approach game no and clearly omo approach game no with a defensive mindset. That was the approach omo de koye say omo miem emma Arsenal emfa game no ma beta omo so nti omo defend it throughout the game and anytime be omo so be call when you look at the save from goalkeeper Hermes his saves are now all year nti they were very very determined say omo makwan emma ball bia ntimi nche omo bia ball no be fa bia no goalkeeper no be save situation no Pastor Joe anytime be omo so do omo be call attack no obehu say at least omonso etimi abomo modern nti I don't know Tony say videos now ready for Valentine Castellanos eyen header na say do anytime be omonso be call attack no na obehu say goalkeeper David Raya and the bia or why he is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season until the few opportunity West Ham United in Suja no year film. Anytime be a West Ham could be a new year from almost their plan. That is another header. That is a header. Look at Bebia, Valentine Castellanos, Ejina, or pinball. No say do. But where you go? So you from the other side, the bar. Ubehu say yes, a saver. Now no shit. Otimi a save this particular one. Until from one Bisaka, there will be a pinball. No team the two. Save one. Into Arsenal, they are full here. It has been Raya. And answer after Arsenal a press making sure Obobe attack your fire from all angles. Omunya the chance. No, said you. Still I'm fat. And the team and your friend West Ham United decided to say almost be open up, no more attacking Arsenal.
and Samuel, Matias Fernandez. You know, a honor kunya this particular chance. Now, Macasa after the Arsenal winning Premier League, you know, you look at this one. Matias Fernandez, and you be a free David Raya. Ebabe save born. Inti Macasa after Arsenal winning the league, there were a lot of highlights. So, Joe, you're the better, and this is the goal from Leandro Trossard. After Odegaard, Ebaino, Shaquanya or far so best set it up, and within that tight space. And the whole said you, Trossard, it me a bono, it me a de eto atenamiti. West Ham after this one, so it me a bad game so close, Emma baby Gabriel, and then Sabe ye bono a free, a ye podium, as a Joe, and also now West Ham for this I say, almost so everything atekano, but it didn't work. And sana the controversial issue concerning ball near go, ball near foul, and you know, this is the incident. Monsa fire kwachiri bio oda mo fire kwachiri na o hwe the video na obonsa foul bebresi o bomma da other video no obonsa foul bebrebe esiye obonsa declarize o chichire obi obonsa Arsenal defense no echichire eye todibo ansa na referee ne beji atum se no fouls no doso, but the most important one and the first foul here you know the first foul no a kwanya Arsenal you know the share obi declarize ayire obi sad na kwa kogina ponim Rice ayire one player sa from a chile e na kwa kogina ponim, but within the area, within that zone, a goalkeeper zone, and he said you unya so goalkeeper ni wonko ade a hwe declarize we so obi mu sad na kogina ponim unya so goalkeeper mu dia, but you know it was a difficult decision.
Yeah,
referee kogina hot chey, and me assure say VR for ni German say no ono one taking a decision and eventually general or take a decision na you really na go no and me anyina and ma Arsenal, and so it be winning by a goal to the obi anim say Arsenal benefited from this situation bebrebe minkai kra ye can leave Arsenal versus Chelsea. David Raya say eba referee etimi GB ma no e won animu hwa nti it just unfortunate, but you know yen Arsenal fire there no matter how yes enona declare say Enzo Fernandez say e wo TV so yi o hwe say the situation is ko ya yes o hwe situation say the si e ko ya nti say jo
Salah ukra Maxima so refer to Arsenal the Manchester United game no.
Okay. Yes, there was another incident like that. Bebre snare Saliba. Yeah. Omanya videos na Saliba and the year goalkeeper la mensa. Na Saliba was just in front of the goalkeeper. Said you Arsenal
but in Casemiro incident in your foul.
Nobody saying that.
A foul.
Yes. But Arsenal benefited throughout this season. And a lot of complaints about the Premier League and Grofo say say Arsenal that is the style omugina so this go. But still referee for 90 me and guess how far into Arsenal are benefited from all those incidents. But you know what can you say? Sana referees in the BT. For me, it was a foul, but on the whole, Arsenal have really benefited from these kind of incidents about the Premier League. Arsenal, there, you know, West Ham is just unfortunate. They have to say goodbye to the Premier League. I don't think so more anything to do. It's just unfortunate. But what can you say? Football no sanity to the be a demand on aje. To the be so a be a free on the side wadiano. Now, Yemra Chelsea versus Liverpool. Not so much to talk about. It was a game. You know, not Chelsea fans no crowd with GDA say hey dey. But Liverpool so actually say amodin aye nyina wo GDA so omo no mu ni sa ahoden na. Omo so dey ball against a team your friend Chelsea and how Ryan Gravenberch go ni si ban temna no bear him say to be fireworks for Liverpool in Anfield. A goal from Ryan Gravenberch shebe bia no gina, and look at the technique general on the ball a game no el and look at that technique shebe bia gina shebe bia otimi edi ball no etimi two watenem, and you know we any day and pimpi and ye can say technical players and apply on the football play. Sometimes no only here power baby just apply the technique and you are good to go. Original this particular pool, or check the far corner, and angle now original on here so be choose the first pool, or call for second pool, no, and a drag no, it eto at them. But again, Sasha Enzo Fernandez and so quiet, or don't so fast to bone the free kick and they say, share the angle now or pick you know, any baby a bone, it me a cocotoy. This is the goal from Enzo Fernandez. Goalkeeper 90 and no share. One team and your original, na ball don't so etimi. After that, Van Dijk came closely, but Van Dijk and so and me and that go now. Look at the technique and the ball born. Now you know baby a ball ne kwa. And no straight ball na kwa koto. Enzo Fernandez, I've criticized him all this while, but you know I think he said this season they only bad football. You friend Chelsea and said you that was a go VR, but made the video of João Pedro. João Pedro born na you know referee na nye penalty me be sinamenti ase. You know born 1 João Pedro 2 nipa biensa oko you know we any penalty.
You never be brave one won't just say.
We never penalty.
Clear
penalty.
English referees.
Clear penalty. Said you. Clear penalty. Bowie. A clear penalty. A clear penalty.
English referees to me be biabi.
Omuye bibia bi jenua na nko motimi ko ba yel nipa ba ko yellow card mi ensa e World Cup
to be bibia
bi omotimi omunkuan na betimi explain why this boy is not a penalty omunkuan and what the interpretation na betimi dia say ball with any penalty. You know we had major highlights a big game in the Premier League obi aka nipa ma akofo abom na obi abetwa na fam se ya o ma player ni nyini
Kateta betima ka say EPL mu de nke be penalty
game against Atletico Madrid. Yes, also EPL no penalty. It tells you the competence level of officials in the Premier League. On a whole, Chelsea, the Liverpool man selling good match be na ehudie. But we had the performance almost done in the partners now. And anyone wants to know game no team end a 1-1 and so Manchester City started so well. And baby omujina omo nyobale so mbese lepo after Everton there no into omo Brentford game na any difficult am fa omo mush and the guy showed why also City still are almost fighting and the character and the confidence level as City they fighting for a league you know and asem ketwa senka wo hwe the Arsenal ya you know omo team bi ankoma bambebu but that is not City omo so ye the omo betimi aye until say Arsenal everything at the league title now who say ni any chance and also omo tools no go on. Pep Guardiola will never sit down. Or nididie e wa Arsenal mbebebe. O nim say football anything is possible, anything can happen. There could be a slip going forward. Inti or share send the guys and Arsenal so nche whatever the situation no you at the end justify the miss. Inti Manchester City 3 goals against Brentford and Mekanwa Brentford say no game on boy against West Ham United be share 3 goals now last 4 games near man ko yem fa momo nti I wasn't surprised to see Manchester City beating Brentford at the Etihad. Manchester United and Sunderland gave us a boring game you know game no share na say 0-0 Sunderland attacking more we had the opportunities Brian Bro Benyaya said one of the players when it come to one top and I say only the line with the Premier League. Defenders are finding it very difficult to stop him. Not because of his goal scoring, but because of his power and the energy level on the football player. Of football no baby you know. Na you who the amo but all the chances by look we chance we you know. When team and football we are to Tottenham. We a baller. And also team the ball to Tottenham. But give it to the goalkeeper. As time can be which United say in fin no no they need to get certain players on board. A bit me a push you. I'm a baby at me. Sunderland did well, at least securing a draw against Manchester United. It was a good game. The new PC only and me I enjoy so much. But you know, game no quite we say Nasa teams you know. So when your opposition area, you don't expect your players to give their best because World Cup no. Obian person will be missing World Cup no. Already certain players will be missing the World Cup and all the guys you know. Unless Arsenal or Manchester City they decide say on people game said the one. Yes sir. Okay. United and other team there. Per the match no. You know, top 4 na we. They are back in the Champions League. Need a lot to play for.
Before so call La Liga no and so a mono sledge message be or there ban to crew be them na minima dear so good morning Wafa. Mathematically you have failed to quantify the monumental failures and excruciating losses of your points by your team Chelsea lying at the middle in the middle of the table, but you are recounting that of Arsenal. Before the league started you were all hopeful your Chelsea will be competing with Man City for the league table. But here you are praying Arsenal bottles the league. Sorry, sir, your mathematics will fail this time. Or better still, help your Chelsea mathematically to qualify for Europe. Andy Kem can work on referee course that. We, the Arsenal fans, are ready to buy you a whistle to blow against us. Until then, leave us alone. Okay. Now I'm church on Facebook here. I saw that can hold you. Me catch so attack me attack. Me catch say Arsenal mathematically omu win yana. Me cancer.
The pedestrian and say
pedestrian. I did titles number or trophies number omu nyina. So I can matches ni bi na away and amboa. And the amfa bia Arsenal after omu win against West Ham.
Barcelona celebrity say omo champions. It was Spotify new camp. And the thing Arsenal for one celebrity after the West Ham game.
Yes.
It just say all is not done and dusted.
It because mathematically you also be mathematically Arsenal be lose.
And the whole kind went here. O dina come and ni team that.
O team say make mathematical okay.
And Sergio, you are not on record to have said Chelsea. Unko can be Chelsea Belgium go. Uncan be yada.
Na we do mama kasaya ida.
Chelsea team coach is you know kwa. Go better ka say. O ba be.
It's not to trade na me.
Na mo Belgium league why?
O we o say work on referee course da. Na almost Arsenal fans will be ready to buy you a whistle. So you can blow against them. Anyway.
Nana kwame amo.
And then they were adi amfa kwem. All right. Yanko La Liga Marcus Rashford winning a first trophy, league trophy on a senior career as a player.
You know, before the commencement of the Clásico, and Yama Bibri Kosu Eche, na Barcelona fans no more game no yet to say UEFA Champions League night. Fans are almost the placards eba. You who be Fedi Bavadi, and it's your main dasso, and you know, event near colorful. So you imagine Obebo home game. Na opponent ne ba no hunyama we are. Ghana teams in the Monsuaso. And here Kokun Stadium, Akobo Refuge Stadium, don't quite important. But yen share how event, no, almost organizing, almost money colorful, almost money fair. When creating attractive sponsors, Emma game when you fair, tell the atmosphere, the importance of that particular game. And Tibasa fans, and shall say, so I want to talk war about Madrid Barcelona. And you know, Barcelona, not Madrid Barcelona, where similar to Barcelona, Diana. The later Barcelona fans realized it, say, oh, say Barcelona, to say Barcelona, Diana, Madrid almost say Madrid, Diana, Barcelona, dear. And there were attacks along the way, and I didn't know any Americoso. Or more di cones share or Mutiba Stadium. Ebesra below, I saw Korea Madrid training grounds. Coach, almost friendly cone, almost money, almost checheno, almost in our buy, and the euphoria behind the Clásico. On the field of play, Social Barcelona set up no Yena. Barcelona in a crucial game without Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski, and then Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, they know you're fit to play. Rafinha started from bench. Lewandowski started from bench. Against the Madrid team, almost someone go through a lot of issues within the week. A Kessben number first were dealing with the pressure. A Kessben number first were dealing with the disunity. Team on the field of play. And I do know a bad game. And clearly, so share how a game they started here. Now share the attitude of the Madrid boys now. Now who's done an emfa. And I do know a free kick we buy. Now Courtois of all people, some free kick in the you know, who wouldn't rat for being say or what technique I had kick set pieces. Corner kick with a penalty ball and free kick sometimes enye da bia. But look at baby Marcus Rashford the general. Now share kwan your far so the ball to atrem. Look at the position of Courtois. You know, Rashford were picking a spot, you know. Obien himself call the left side of the goalkeeper. Share the position of Courtois ewa. Share the position of the wall and the two Barcelona players, you know. But still I want picking the left side of the goalkeeper. You know, share baby o team the ball no koye. Inti play on the anchor. And you know, you in a Clásico for a player to get that confidence, share Courtois wa. Baby o tinana you know. Or the bonnet. So technically, you blame Courtois say one timia mono home body and timia save bono. But again, Obesa Rashford and so Obebona Basso say for him to pick that spot, the technique and the power behind the baller, ultimately the ball so it you give it to Marcus Rashford. After this, no be a say team a friend of FC a Real Madrid will come back. But Madrid team no ball no boy no. And Rafael Lopez a far bowler. Trent Alexander-Arnold intimi. Rashford enya several opportunities from the right. No Frank Garcia. Again, so we check the two centre back pair. And Madrid centre back pair no makem was in Miribi. You know, one area whoever comes on board need to fix that particular area. Asensio and the Rudiger. Fiorentino Perez renew Rudiger contract. I will be very, very surprised. What do you share pass from Daniel Olmo? Look at that flick. A typical Neymar in the damn flick. And as you know, Daniel Olmo and we are there by qua. Look at that flick. Abba. G-born and look at the control from Ferran Torres and the placement. And as you know, the Enyago. And the whole Madrid team, they be a say, Mentias here why a team will choose to defend. He will be conceding and will still be defended. Madrid defended, yes, sure, almost still I know more defended. And again, say Rudiger nya corner no be ball yet me over 40-30 minutes. Would you look at the shape of Madrid team? Aha. Oh, monsa no chika krebi. Aha, jina ya. Now you know on your screen. Open who said the America say I don't know why team I friend in Madrid a defended almost I concede. Oh here TV ne so a she Frank Garcia ne wa ha. Rudiger ne toaso. Asensio ne toaso ena Trent ene toaso. Now so you sa for ni free wa. Oben who say Fermin Lopez ena yi ne ho da esoro ho pa no. Nti four Madrid players omo nyina any of the attackers ne so Ferran Torres, Daniel Olmo and then any other player Fermin Lopez with Cancelo na that top no. Nti four players of Madrid omo ntake obia. O wi anu asan ba be hwe Ibrahim Diaz Olien Chouameni and then Oshe Hanso a Jude in the air corner. So we Jude nso a omo nso mi ansa na omo ba no bia ntake obia. Enti they were just playing because they've been tasked to play. Who say ball omo ntake, who say omo press and backline no general ball omo ba so kra omo ba so no malusu. So play on. It will say proud to the second goal for FC Barcelona. Ube say so look at the movement of Daniel Olmo. Players four now no you know share ma Daniel Olmo rane. You know still a moment timi ankluso no. Enu yi that fleck no edema Ferran Torres out team de ball no eto atrem ema bibia timi ekoso yi. And Barcelona once again she Barcelona backline no. Wo dey she Barca backline no. She 1 2 3 as against Gonzalo Garcia. Omo pressing na akopem say ball no want me anya the right technique. So you look at the reaction of the Barcelona backline and look at the reaction of Madrid backline. Open who say Madrid were simply not ready for the occasion and Barcelona were well prepared. Omo ye ready. Said they want to win the El Clásico and they really played very well. You know, this is another opportunity I make. So I had no better say Rudiger and Asensio way. In the 37th minute na incident we see here. Into Bebusa who say I had the two center back that are supposed the two center back that are supposed to be the last players no hono. Oh, actually kakra ha. You know how to do ha. Okay, 1 2. I have been say aha good. Into ya Rudiger na aka bo free soro ho ba no. Asensio ni hobi. Trent na eba no. Chouameni na eko no. Into ohwe ha. None of the Real Madrid centre backs are available. Barca almost 29th league title.
Okay.
Madrid or 36. Until Omuguswa HAC Madrid. And pick from 2000 they bada. You know, Barcelona are winning 13 league titles. Madrid are winning 9 titles. The rest, I shared between Atletico Madrid and then Rafael Benitez Valencia. For the La Liga in recent time, it has been Barcelona and Genoa. One Laporta, Hansi Flick, and one of Panebas and Papa Efrim, Genoa, or my idea by winning the La Liga.
Well, players be a single out, even though Arsenal and winning by most likely some be winning. Many okay. Babe winning trophy.
Yes.
Rashford no, unya happy for them.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. None Madueke or Chelsea and Kaminim Adam Obejili because the third ball in there. What Chelsea
I sent me there 2 hours. I just believed Arsenal were going to win trophies, so that's why I moved. I just believed Arsenal were going to win trophies. That's why I moved. The England boys helped me a lot. I was already close to them, so it was great. Hey, players.
No, Madueke that Ben I realize is Arsenal Babejili. Hey, no, Madueke. Again, the Chelsea team didn't want you because nobody has to bow back. More Pedro Neto.
Yeah.
Into what tonight, Crana. Abian come to your weaker side in attack or the left side where in your preferred area. And even in Arsenal, you know how many games now on the Madrid crowd. Into Ekobase idea, you have no option. And again, how integral and now you're part of the Arsenal team. From periphery, several games now on your opportunity. I don't think there are 2-3 games. You beat me a point here, I'll say, we are stand out. But whichever way, so being a trophy cabinet, you know, at the end of it all, every player would love to have. Until let's hope, say, Noni Madueke, and so a bit me in that title. Marcus Rashford spending his entire life in the Premier League without any trophy, especially league title with Manchester United. Not you know, Spain, or also games no booby, no decisive kakra, no off kakra. Very good player will be expecting a player to lead Manchester United and Rashford. But but at least in Barcelona, so I'm starting no Bemukra so beat me and Yabiabo. And you know, there were some games so decided for FC Barcelona. And look at the free kick against no mean a goalkeeper like but Courtois no Timishel. You have to be happy for Marcus Rashford. At least honestly beat me and Yabdi trophy. Later. C'est La Liga and of course on the beating aboni dianka say ye can English players are on mobile La Liga in best sell ye. You talk about Beckham was okay, Gary Lineker for Barcelona played very, very well for FC Barcelona. We talk about Steve McManaman and other English players. Jonathan Wood get more any OVMO the injuries playing time and more. But at least those 3 players, Lineker, McManaman, Rashford, and bad for those guys in the La Liga.
Alright, the other coaches nonsense kakra eso it is a Liverpool officially or my friend Real Madrid Alpha Javi Alonso Sanso and Real Madrid Mourinho so nya official call via now contact via free Real Madrid the president and very important people but it's all over say on the next coach at the Real Madrid before say we no so no yen show incident no because am for busa say yen show incident Arsenal na yen hwe be 2-3 matches bia enti minim say yaw ze bia ready a o ma yen hwe ba kwa na minim yen saka ni na so mo nyani na ready no mfa okay what about this Chelsea Arsenal right
yes
okay yen hwe no Monday yen hwe sa match na fe minim no ba kan ya fe no so okay
Oje dance na incident in the doorso. The doorso go ma benefit be. I feel o ma fe.
Na ma Chelsea players na agogu referee no so. Ebusan why Omiana no was way. Yes, this another. Okay. Entino ebe show a lot of them. I'm for the day abase young fan support to the ekano. Yes there. Almost on tiase. All right, they be free enough here coaches no dey no. As say ready. Yes, Mourinho, Xabi Alonso for Liverpool. Yes.
Okay. First of all, on Mourinho, and when Manchester Madrid game, and some am kind say they need Mourinho. As some am kind. Now, you know, say semita me can't say we will have. Another be a month for them in Adrian say Makoka say elite managers should coach elite teams. Said you. Madrid are my young players, young coaches opportunity. Zinedine Zidane, Santiago Solari, Julian Lopetegui, Arbeloa, Xavi Alonso. Me di Zidane better actually because Zidane is a student of Juventus School of Football. Ufriwa was be understudy Carlo Ancelotti. Zidane was a proper Galactico, a prima donna. Was a year no Friwa. At a point, Osabe Juma, I know a special assistant to Fiorentino Perez. And Zidane within the ranks. Now I am part of the Madrid team. To know what I respect him. And him being a player, he was a big boy. One of the best in the generation. And you don't have anything to disrespect Zinedine Zidane. He won the La Liga, he won the Champions League, and the goal at the Hampden Park is still one of the iconic moments so far as the Champions League is concerned. And to whom will be, no, I'll go or pass it through all these ranks. No, say a student of Juventus School of Football. Now, so achieve at the highest level, don't be surprised because he's properly trained as a coach. And he was successful and you're surprised. So among the young coaches, Madrid employ Omono, Sergio, Zinedine Zidane, any one person or SLA, and Zidane and the playing mate was Santiago Solari. Abelo Amodi Omo Beatree, but Zidane and the playmate Santiago Solari one team and successful. One day Ramos or by on 20 million year Jumano. Now on your young coach in terms of age, but within the fallen ranks of football. Now apart from Sevilla Jumano, and the Tottenham was per Jum or Beno. Now one day Ramos knew be away be who be inti amfa. Meditum to Rafael Benitez winning the league title with Valencia, winning the Champions League with Liverpool, playing the Champions League final against Athens in 2007, winning the Europa Cup with Chelsea. No, now they see Vinny rich, but I don't so by Madrid amfa. No, so more pamono. So I agree. Not all elite managers naba Real Madrid are fat. But it is a reason why in recent times, after sacking Ancelotti, Omobesa go back bio for Ancelotti. Now, share Madrid the Jumana Genoa. Omo Mubetibia and Ancelotti, if you are Conon, Ombesa Cofano. Ancelotti, in the way they Jose no Omodu money because Genoa. Elite coaches no maka in the game, no. Hansi Flick coach Barcelona, Luis Enrique coach PSG, Pep Guardiola coach in Manchester City. Now Pep etitima ye team de one season top 500 million pounds players man omuvun ko bebia. Allegri is coaching AC Milan, and I think Madrid for no happy with Allegri. Conte, I don't think the style will suit Madrid. And then the complaints and then the attitude no Fiorentino Perez and you're fan of those things. What do you know to each other? You talk about Jesse. Madrid are called back-to-back trophyless. So, Shano, apart from talking about the Continental Cup, now you know who year free man. This man, amidst all his utterances, any failure in Nipa Bebrehun is or fade off. He is the man for difficult job. You know, Jose Juma team will coach him money the money. Sameka we obebu sasade. FC Porto 18 years without the Champions League. 18 good years. Jose Bejema Omo. Or by winning a Champions League in the ma a FC Porto. After that, now Chelsea are 50 years without the Premier League. Jose Bejil Premier League in the ma a Chelsea. SN defendi bill for 50 good years. Uye ni friwa since 1965 na Inter Champions League omunye bibio no. Jose Bewini be mom in 2010 was Santiago Bernabeu. You know, for close to 43, 45 years. Na Inter Milan new Champions League ni bibio. But Jose Bejema, another difficult job. Oba Madrid no be 100 points, and in the Barcelona team, they pick Pep Guardiola tiki-taka Barcelona side. Jose Zabe battle the ABG League title. And Bekai after 5-0 at the new camp, Jose be salvage situation, you know, I'm a game 0-0. Santiago Bernabeu. And the Ronaldo's header against Barcelona Mestalla Stadium in the Copa del Rey so when Timmy and the Champions League for Madrid Barcelona again Obie consistently now Madrid and Timmy match Olympic Lyonnais in the Champions League just be clear almost twice and no lose semi-finals me no one to Bayern Munich, one to Borussia Dortmund, and I just enter me on the Champions League. Only any issues with Ike Casillas, Sarah Caballero, Jose Soye, the squad. Na Ike Casillas so release their man a wife. Now the wife and so the media and so at the man friends again. Diego Lopez and Casillas issue and so Emma at a point not just in your popular view or Madrid the man a koye. Mijitum say after Madrid, wako Manchester United, wako Chelsea, wako Tottenham Hotspur, wako AS Roma. But even in Roma, we saw the difficult job our year to win a trophy, and later how he played in the finals against AS Sevilla and Tony Taylor say game. And this is another opportunity for Jose. Say Obesa back bill. Say Metis will be because Jose Echema. I sit back and ask myself, say, Anslot echo Liverpool. What is special about Anslot? Nancy and Liam Rossini are free Chelsea. Is Liam Rossini better than Jose Mourinho? Michael Carrick no coach Manchester United. Are these coaches better than Jose Mourinho? No. Company no coach Bayern Munich. Are these coaches closer to Jose? No. And you know you don't expect Jose to conjure magic. Teams no one even that. Benfica will go into unbeaten run. Those on to me a winning title. Inti say Madrid Eddie Jose Babakia. I think it's a step in the right direction. Oma tested the space after the young and the so-called overhyped modern coaches Eddie Biaba. Oma intimi anye. And you know Madrid there. So my young coach chance now intimi anya. They go back into their books, no mark of elite manager denaba. And if you look at the attitude of the players, and attitude I no move to no park, or moon tumrika, or moon press. Just say nebeti me a benching crofona or more a hard junior Madrid team, or bench a lot of them. And on with defensive work now, and working for them, you need Jose to fix that back line for you. And Fiorentino Perez, on my Omakasa, and I know Jose has proposed 1 or 2 players to them. Obetimi have faced that job very well. It is not easy for Madrid to say, oh, Mobija Okwan, no, Masaka for Abba.
We never say Mourinho no relevance.
I've not said that. A lot of people know.
Banco for Kappa.
And I make us say, the highest level of football, no one who hope you. But you know, let's sit back and ask questions. Company no coach Bayern Munich is better than because of
among first one
no, because of baby no coach, no.
Okay.
And there was a rivalry between Jose and Pep Guardiola. So Pep was the first class edition in terms of coaching. They be the elite level or coaching big teams. Pep has not been sacking his coaching career. But just a corner just a corner issues about just a what do you expect people to say? But me busa say, oh, can we we are no one should win him baby say. Hey, I'm already and coaching Manchester United and Okoye na Carrick Yaba. Hey, Liam Rossini and coaching Chelsea and Okoye na McPhail and Abba. And slot in the coach Liverpool. Arteta and the coach Chelsea, a coach Arsenal. And it is not a situation say, ya said the Nerio Rico ne Henario Herrera, any Sapel, ne Renos Michel, any Mario Zagallo Masamba back to life. But personally, mo as a Terry Venables mo Sir Bobby Robson Masamba back to life. And the best I can say Joseph fade off. A care for young coaches. I won't show anywhere. You know, Mijitum say Champions League ya bebo finance. You were one matured coach already. What the Champions League mean? And then Mikel Arteta also about semi-finals of the Champions League. But even Arteta, check the number of years I was spending with Arsenal, and then the maturity level in Arsenal, and compared to Carrick, compared to Company, compared to those young coaches now, you know, I still feel say Abelo Amona is your more swana. You know, Javi Alom Sumuna was swana. They were given the platform and they couldn't deliver. Until just say send your opportunity. I hope things will change and the Madrid fans will love to have him back. Omu he will be a obetime managing dressing no managing ye now on my resource. And I think for now, if Carlo is not available, Jose is the one. Xavi Alonso.
I'm not call you panty and snap your mommy.
Okay. You know, I think that Xavi Alonso he had team pressure and so to say Liverpool pepe. Certain be no here.
Okay.
But be a pressure ni because a Juma or Oliver Cousin or a Juma Padema to win the league and again so Besaba about the Europa Cup final against Atlanta. Of course, Madrid started very well until Onyan issues. I don't think Obenya issues with Liverpool. No. Again, say Liverpool or tries to make amends. Not big boys in the crowd or bench or ban. Obenya the backing of the boardroom. obenya the backing of the fans. I'm otimi asesa because politically, if you are connected to the Liverpool fans within the Liverpool team, you are not connected more than Xabi Alonso. He played in Champions League final. He won the Champions League for Liverpool. So what else? And born a baller, no beard so beat me or Edema 80 you fell Liverpool before moving to Madrid. Into a connected teams or boy. He will be remembered in Spain from Real Sociedad or the bar Liverpool. Real Sociedad for the Bay Adano. Real Madrid for the Bay Adano. But again, I think he is closer to the Liverpool fans than even the Bayern Munich that he played for. Into honor the Oba. I don't think say on the slot, you know, I mean, come permanent da. But over man the time when about doing, I think Xabi Alonso is a right replacement for them. At least Liverpool and Chelsea and Man United on the odd year. Obenya time and the three back now man for now man the chance I'm an amoro. What Miabo and again, I miss all the squad in there. Oh, I don't think they have those prima donors in there. Almost bit me hard or dressing. Until for me, Liverpool there is a good deal for Xabi Alonso if really some fan there.
All right, Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, 92.9, Accra, DSTV 364, Go TV 121. On Saturday, Andy, as a Barcelona fan, couldn't stick his neck out to predict a win for Barcelona. With all the crisis and instability in the Madrid team. Sir, I want to ask Andy, is he really a Barcelona fan? Again, on Friday and Saturday, you spent time to campaign on the 25th anniversary of the sad event that happened on May 9th. And throughout all this, I never heard a comment or a post from any official of the Ghana Football Association. And I ask myself, does this FA want to stop this, distractions that happen in our league centres? The people at the FA should bow down their heads in shame for leaving such a huge event on the shoulders of one person. Thank you, Mr. Petmensa. You'll be remembered in the future. Good morning, and let's have a good week. Michael Edway Free Ablekuma and Abrayan. They'll trust you and your handsome team are doing well. I'm grinning from molar to molar and seriously beaming with smiles, all because Barcelona are the kings in Spain and at the expense of our bitter rivals, Real Madrid. Okay, Visca Barcelona, Visca Catalunya. Onyx Suno Eje Unilever International. Sisi America say, "Oh, did you ma Unilever?" It was South Africa. Kwa kusho musu ye. Few days now spending on na. Me na me baro no. Jadem ni se me bi jabetu.
Break with them.
Yes.
My break man the nyam no na tie. That's South Africa there.
South Africa there. Ko yo usi yo misrewa and xenophobic one na ko so horon so no. I know I careful. My own do mfa ho say why na do buy. Once I won't feel cool more go and almost so more attack. You know South Africans. Man nyade crack. All right. Yeah, the ebe free ha na ya koba mienu ana miensa bi persona ya abetwa so de amamo. Ya kan nyina no e afisam kwa na ya de Abraham congratulations to my team Barcelona for doing the double yesterday by beating Real Madrid in the El Clásico and winning the La Liga title. I was so disheartened to see Hearts of Oak players. They were very wasteful in front of goal. The management of Accra Hearts of Oak need to help Coach Didi Dramani in recruiting prolific strikers or attackers next season. Dr. Moses Agawina, Amanya, senior lecturer at the Montfort University, Leicester, UK, una upejawe and so the Ebre. Mamisha we and so the free and by Aguna Swedro, then the free obai. Good morning. See the hate and envy is too much, and trust must be told. Truth must be told. Wow. How many red cards should City get in the last 4 games till now? Nobody has been able to come out with clear evidence compared to what West Ham did against Arsenal. When Arsenal had robbed you sit in the studio and say Arsenal are mentally weak. Arsenal against Man City. What did the world say about Kushanov's tackle on Kai Havertz? That one, City were mentally strong instead of the red card for City. And even their game against Brentford, where Bernardo Silva was punching Brentford players, what was done to Bernardo Silva? Be honest and fair in your submissions and put that hatred, Jesse away. All right. Also the Abreye and so no. Maminko, the next one, or the Frihine by Mourinho, has been sacked by several big clubs due to his inability to control the dressing room. He lost the Madrid dressing room with Casillas and Ramos. So why is he being tipped to return to the chaotic dressing room? I want to believe Mourinho. I won't believe Mourinho links until it happens. Mourinho is no more an elite coach. Kofi broadcast in Accra, and anyway, and so Breye.
Who is the Casillas in the Real Madrid dressing room now? Who is the Casillas in the Real Madrid dressing room now? Who is the Sergio Ramos in the Real Madrid defense now?
But your Galacticos. Real Madrid. Vini Junior.
No, I'm not saying.
Almost all the players. A big, huge Madrid. Yes.
You know, I'm not disputing that. He was specific. Casillas, Sergio Ramos. And I'm saying that
Vini Numnisa level.
No, I'm not saying they are not. Names no boy. You know, within the history of Real Madrid, Casillas, he was called a saint. Vini is a Galactico. Mbappe is a Galactico. But in the history of Real Madrid, these guys are huge.
But almost saints. If you host say, Casillas is a saint, and so saint. If you almost level, but almost Mbappe, Vini Junior. Yes. Almost big.
Minkas almost big. It's a big in a bit.
Almost so. If you host say, our handle almost matter.
No, I'm saying that the Casillas story is different from these guys. Casillas, the wife a journalist. Mourinho say, or the line about Bonti and Casillas release the amano. And again, Casillas' performance na confirm no cover their good players by. So there were issues. I agree, but I'm saying that those guys, you know, unya Spain ya omo jijeno so Madrid intense you. Spain ya jijeno so Madrid intense, and even in recent times, Ramos, Raul, Ike Casillas, those guys are huge. And the coaches and the players in your problem there. Obi enya bida. But ende. So coaches here me bubom doing now. Ho na so opo bia mana manager. One abekofo. Obekwa Abelo Antimi. He's a young coach. Javi Alonso Antimi. He's a young coach. And you know, Mourinho is no more an elite coach. I agree. Because he's not winning. But who are the elite managers who are coaching the big clubs? Is Company better than Mourinho? Is Liam Rossini better than Mourinho? Is Michael Carrick better than Mourinho? No. They are not better than Jose. Christian Kivu now Mourinho training or coaching Inter is better than Mourinho. No. Into the fact that England for decided they would change the face of coaching by giving the opportunity to the young guys. No, it does not mean so being your opportunity to make coach you or yet big coach. No. Michael Carrick money, baby I just say more than the expectation, need the demand. And then I just say my football mono. Liam Rossini am moving me. Jose is still big, you know, as sanity.
Hi, Sergio. Good morning to the entire team. I really appreciate and admire the discussion, especially from the pundit who just finished speaking. Kudos to everyone. Good job. Apollo. Apollo, good morning. I hope so. Eyepa. Maminko Kofitio, and anyway, Efre Lubo, and so Abreye. Which of the Madrid players below can fit into Barcelona team today? Vini Junior, Mbappe, Jude, Kofitio, Lubo. Mensaka also o message no mako kofa a message kakra de Efre Dr. Daoud. Eho yaba na fi called the Great Kingdom Medical Center and so eho na fankra talk akra from haba eba beto so dem.
Enuanum ne adofo ye frɛ me Dr. Daoud. Me na me da Daoud heba hospital ano. Na enam me so ena ne Daoud ointment. Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwe edutwem Dawood ointment ose fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules ose sisi na ade wom na duro mienu we e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye wo yapa de obeye ne se wo de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na wo de bia bo asawa wo betimi de atua wo dware wi a fa Dawood ointment wo de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane wo de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and welding the toda me po djuma na me honam nyina me ye me hu bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me nomo a ese kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te drowe de edima se mama no be di so asema mama
electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na wo haye dendendendendende Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
lua me use mama hode pa ma metimi bo adwuma bibi e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de e che otimi be bo adwuma Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amfo company da wo ka musa akọ spreader me secret na nu ani ebugdo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa me sori anopa me di twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so person at some ya we use Dawood ointment that is the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye enkan na me pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega na ase me ma ade so na lock me sisi ti say fi se me share Dawood 360 capsules and the Dawood ointment aboa me bebre the dry na so amente ya mente bla bia obia momodin so betimi ape Dawood ointment and the Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi aduro ya me ka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pesa wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house pe Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules.
When I think upon your goodness,
oh, Kriape mining creator who is here. A poor mantamfo and crabupuri mantamfo. Metra Ghana, you know. I tell you forward. Ya tiasem do. Ya tiasem de. Said I are a sabia o kunini. Idea I are a sapapa every nipa. Ni a poor monimunsem. SCPSC Tasabenta. Anya beja. Aya huampam jene. Wo prekese jame do a fiti krotiana ne huachi a fie. Great Kingdom Medical Hospital. Ah, anokwa. Bekwi di fatanua. Ne fatanua kono. Nanya kwa Kwemiase, ya repia etete wo for any Great Kingdom Medical Hospital. Hospital for Frya Pawuntama, Nabejia Yarisa. Ayarisa be won fidie mumununtum. Ayi shedi pawidiem na ya de buabi akope babia hintano. Eyi ni pie na ya mwedro apeso. Ya general medical services and specialist OPD, internal medicine, specialist gynecology and fertility services. Ya general surgery, plastic and reconstructive surgery, liposuction and tummy tuck. Opesa u shape no bakama Coca-Cola shape anasa de urology nina ye no central services afeyo eye clinic papa mfidi papa e be hwe ni yade nina asiesie ne kama de amawo dental and dental x-ray services x-ray scan any ECG services bia fully equipped laboratory services just say mfidi ya de hwe we de de edutwam abefu kwan so de pa ya GIR safo so ehwe won inpatient admissions e wo wards ahodo na ne adane say akrokro de ye fa no kwa doctor phone ya nurse fo a wakwadare ayaresam ebenya wo bre no mo pom de wonsam ayeye Great Kingdom Medical Hospital wɔ kuropɔn Ekwemantam bepɔ no so yɛde Kingdom Estate na di hwanim sɛ wopɛ ho nsɛm bia anaasɛ wopɛ sɛ wobuku appointment a frɛ 059 372 2619 anaa 053 084 8502. Great Kingdom Medical Hospital. Your health is our priority. Great Kingdom Medical Hospital. Quality healthcare with excellence and care. Brabe Podoso, no better Ayarisa.
I be a say man ho kwan work permit so o timi bobo enti obo sa abo ni bi e na brekuma san ye protest etia etim ani din de go face at that time e na omu wini sa case no enti Olympics wini bi host of clubs Olympics kwa the home and away ni nyina oje points no e ma yete omo 12 points bi so kai sa case ko Cape Coast High Court referee appeals committee e wo GFA ni e friend no Justice Aboaje omode ko da na omo say buti aya omode asem ne call Cape Coast High Court ma omode krata akoma FIFA na as good for no say nya dia league table a say Ghana ye establish na ye to aso kono nya dia ombete ase ama league table na gina nti omode injunction to league table no so to omode asem ni nyina akoma FIFA enso so e wo honom sa case no na ye 23 years a ba ye na ewo Kumase na Kimfesa afọ bo Pando Heart of Lions so asu na Lions abeligi bread dikan match boy dikan sa game a ye ka ho asemi da ene 23 years 11th May 2003 na on be din sensem 4-1 ewo se kurum na Kimfesa nane wo mo pa Erigauga Tete scored Ben Wilson she go ena omunya another goal from Abrante friend Samuel Thompson enti ye wie sa game no na Kimfesa afọ awalope eye Pando out of Lions by 4 goals to 1 omo enso enya eye equalizer baako omo de has former player ebae na ono enana eye captain edemo omo irrespective of the time or akodi na Van der Ploem ena ye omo coach omo de goalkeeper Abbas ewura mu okumase ena omo de eye Comlan Amanu on na bete ka baako edemo a omo na sa Pando out of Lions team no na Bob Zio eso ka ho Sadat Bukari mo na omo nyina eye part of sa team na ebepie mu o se kuro mu omo je 4-1 Lions a first league game e wo Ghana in Premier League nim that time na Kina Farmer and sponsor omo be lusu 4-1 e wo se kuro mu a e gauga tete mu si fom pa e poso ntena no e de ma wo mo na okopie mu nso a e wo Bogatanga ne abane atu yi wo Karadan nti omo de omo home match ne ko Boga against Kumasi Asante Kotoko e dano na Francois Jabu Pule e she go a obi hwe nasum e wo park no so that time na e difficult to pass Kotoko be win opening match e wo Ghana Premier League since 1995 na ye din
obi bo ho asum
Francois Jabu Pule yeah o she go
Kotoko ne RT
yeah obi di ka to anoa
okay
oh yeah say ya na nani left no
yeah be
2003
okay
yes
we should go la pan obi di almia so apan say pan ne dey we
say me say obona so pow afi ohu ba bia ena eno so pinche bae enti eno so it took the intervention of that time minister wo ho na ye frɛ no Mahami Salifu that time na ono ena minister wo ne nkonya omko high wo culture center wo Boga de ombubu ni nyina ese nyaade ombeti ase ama sa points no atimi akọ nti eno so ye pinche ba ya na eno so enya asem keto akora stay cool ene ade matches bebre na course so a goalless draws ebiba be mu ewo sunwan ene tema ene ade a na eno so de ehia ene sa matches aye brobusu ya incident eno so si wo Bogatanga eso yese team ani din enso de Asante Kotoko akɔhye out you ho ebredi kan since 1995 ana Kotoko entimi nche opening match e wo Ghana League de bia omo de tare anya drawer na why ebi kura 99 omo amo week 1 against Abusua Dwarfs na omo atua ese enya de a omo ebeti ase na kabini ade na Mr Herbert so ba ene ade nti na protest wo nti between Kotoko ne Abusua Dwarfs e wo Sidu Park amaso enso e wo ho no ma ni nyina na aye den se Kotoko be hye 2000 enso mo antimi anhye week 1 eno so RT 11 2001 ye wa ena 2000 ena Gapoa be hye Kotoko enso wo Kumase eye be na Dombo temu e be hye Kotoko Kumase a week 2 so mo kwaje 4 ne wa Accra 2001 enso Kotoko de tare eno so 11 ene course nti 2002 enso anyeye na is 2003 de na ni braba pa ena Kotoko nya sa breakthrough no and so until general 23 years ago eno so any dey see and then so 1 year pepepa abetamu ahye go edema Kotoko ewo takwa TNA na FA Cup semi finals na game aye bo atwato ena abetamu against Brekum Chelsea Samuobodu omo sho omo 1-0 omo so antimi ante na Saturday no na Golden Cakes for Asha Tram DVC 3-1 ena Sunday no so ye de the last semi final game share so a Kotoko esa share 1-0 enso e fluenti today in history ye kaka yechi na ye ko ebum ponko ahwe yechi akwa ba we ni deditie enso ewo ye abakose mu a eno so asisi ewo ye Ghana ye liga ye boy na say ye sports emu enso ewo ho a especially ewo ye league games a eno so eto dwa general
okay.
Today in history ena yakoyechi enso akofa
ye ba league matches na minim se obenya more aka de afa league matches na call you know na fi result na pie free mu eba na he for na most likely with me aka 11 wonders and Ho United na omo akọ relegation as a form of we need the matches we are so lose.
Yes.
Yeah. We are so on kasa 2 teams no. And we be winning. Every answer no and so. Heart of folk and so at the settlement proposal at the akakoma rainy heading. Papa no dey has a folk call court cast say sika as a heart of folk the man no omfa man no enya dey omo ho ato omo da cast at the by sɛ hasofo can settle saa sika no a sɛ registration anaa ɔmbɛtumi afa player foforɔ paa deɛ no way gye sɛ ɔmo de saa papa no sika no ɛma no asɛm no kɔwie court ɛma Hearts ɛne papa yi pɛ sɛ ɔmo settle case no na ebia ne tua mu no ɛyɛ nkakra na Ren Hiddink ne legal team no ɔmo nya nte ase hasofo ɛde proposal foforɔ akɔma ɔmo legal team no sɛ nte ase bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma
David Werner
yeah na ɔmɔtumi makwan ma hatofok atua sika no ebia nkakra nti ɔmo twɛn the legal team no so de ɛbɛbrɛ ɔmo proposal de ɔmo de kɔ later ɛbɛkan saa krataa no nyinaa de hatofok de abra no na yɛhwɛ de ɛno nso ɛbɛkɔ Asante Regional Minister Dr. Amakohene ne proposal bi a ɔno so de aba abɔnten ɛfa league matches no ɛho nka menya me coach no nanka ɛbɛ local discussions no na sɛ ɛbɛtumi ahwɛ de amano a na ɛno nso no yɛhu de ɛbɛkɔ akɔsi sabanfoɔ bɛtumi agye atom class no bɛtumi agye atom a yɛntie Dr. Frank Amakohene ɔsɛ GPL in empty stadium. Can we consider moving the venues into community parks to rebuild the interest of the people again? It is something that worries us all. Inti the ode aba I don't know stadium no I will honor a crowd and I will who chair the bia Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Sports Stadium. Wow. That I may have a crowd in or more mobile na afufrofro ahwe omoso ediako circles no mpenim for no circles na chapters ne circles no omonko oko Facebook groups ni bebrebe make circles ntichu senka omonko akra ko stadium enka em say VIP ho nyina be feel na stand other stand no kra mu ye hu nipa bebrebe nso ho but omonso omonko Babjo, we nyesa no pa ne kotwa yo mra match ne koso no the mo hwe no Kessben TV so the mra match ne koso no e na ye twa we it is a area ho pa na we na regional minister as suggested say yem for matches no community parks no say be abantuma swame tafo yes dichemso
boban
yes na the matches no ko yeah
na you know
how the bomb say day na build this interest yes.
You know
okay. And sana I go back to stadiums
that is a good suggestion but yem fan say the ko bantima ti bantima abrepo so ame so fulai omo kwada so south interest north interest on me ba behwe say stadium na wa makum askwa so bolo asafo infantino time for nyina ho omuma nti yemu sai ho say in as much as Dr. Makuna
free we some discount
no abo na kotoko boy no so mo be free gate and ko bi ansi ho say abokotoko na ya be free gate obi ama nti yemu sai ho say e die na ma interest ne ko na interest e ko ama chapters no mo nko park chapter O enko park
or cry na man crash what
chapter O no the last time I posted even the two TV no maka 8 as a 5 but to him one video on phone so na ka 8 as a 5 enti kotoko circuit for na Mickey after circuit for na battle no so who ni pe be go Mickey achi Dr. Mobente to studio a no mo press conference and obi NC park kotoko circles na mo wini ye no so mo nko park faithful for nko warriors nko emsa ka school for nko a school for no so kra ma okay good nti yemu say ho say genua edie no enya community no ye de ko anipa be ko edie nti na nkrofo nko die na ama manfo lose interest eno na wo se ye hwe say genua ebetim de akoba ntema na obi abego ye san de ba stadium asi ye mo no ho anko
we ko bantuma astrotef no so akoko ase ho a hoba masi day kotoko ni 11 wonders o de ko ha hoba ma ba the best stadium nipa nko e de ba dia
ana kotoko ni 11 wonders
na ever kotoko ni 11 wonders o mo board di chamso two for parking so a hobby must say ding
won't me fa kotoko 11 won the sinko because of categorics no that
before kwame mra na beba before mra na beba let you are doing an open discussion say let's say kotoko 11 won this or stadium ma but you know what suggest that bantam they will come
ombeba
edientia
and a boy you are somba
ombody
gala ne community
na say gala no mo ko stadium na na say gala no mo ko stadium
na gala no mbo quality no ne kotoko ne 11 won the quality na
okay this is a different player no ojina kotoko mu na ojibo na wontime ntwe no kodina gala obetwe Mr. Bright skills o mu yi ni ho nya bi no mu ya aha no mu slow pressure nti o mu hu nipa na no o mu ye ma hye o mu has of folk commit for there be okoto ne galaxy a redondo ni zida che na omo che ne se wo mu abrochire but has on fa bo nsan obi ahoda nti you know that is the difference nti yemu say hu say ene kotoko decline to the level of obi ato on stadium free mpo the disinterest in our clubs na dia na diaba so do enu na ade o say here I agree before Kwame comes in with the rules the regulation and everything and all but let's ask ourselves you know I am first cycle to phone medina ni mu say o mo say enti dia pa na makotoko lose amon for lose interest to the level say cycle to phone o mo kro mo team no no mo team ye demonstration o mo team kasi ye team no no yam prema we ma yam fa we nkwa han say jo afedi o mo so ana o mo so interest bi o ba bi no mo interest no yan team ya meet e na o matena kira ana because jo me jetum se born na o mo body de na hwe ya papa and you know e move the body champs ne ba antema na ye reason say ye omo Man United ne Chelsea no mu nyai bo still omo so eno so ombebo nti yempe the amicable solution e be ma nipa ba park kakra and I'm saying that the solution is not just moving the game to community pitches no dear na man microphone hwe kotoko bo biu ni nyina ye down to their performance sadio ni nyina ye down to performance that's one of the last time kotoko won the league 2021-2022 no wa. The 4 years in kotoko nyi league da. Ye bia a revenge ya. Inti general, you don't have players more entertaining fans. You don't have players you bomb within the stadium. And you down to kotoko alone. House of folk ne kotoko nyina how many guys are general bomb within na park and so ho. No, they don't have those guys. Inti enema them for me you know we should be looking at the amount for lose interest in our game than thinking about moving the game to the community. And yes I you know and yes I go Africa no go be because you know yes I Africa no go be nti yemu say house of folk continental club masters CNN no so say 8 fancy bebre
2-0 mo san fan kwachi kakra na mo tre 2-0 no kotoko 2 azamre no match 2 mo here stadium anoma bakra ni
yes and you know ye share league na so na nti say and na ba be duru say and die na ma na ba be duru say and no na ade o say ye share league na so no mo ma but na nti say Inti dia na ama na Babidru say the solution is not moving the game to the community pitch. Dia man ne kra de omuso omunsi ho no. Eno ne ade e wo se yetena se ne yehwe. Na ne ye nko a. Clubs no wo se mpanimfo no mo de team na no. Has the no I wish Tony get the video for us. Em za ade no we am say baby na to go afa de motene nko akra na em ni baba ho. Se jo so hwe has so de na e de demu sa. But you know akotoko de nipa ne maba na nti say. One and a kotoko match, I want to say kotoko match. One ever can was him. Say no radio for now, one ever can was him. Who is taking the responsibility to lead? He said, Mina me woho, na me taking responsibility, na come win some fans no. We are no few players no mudina board move on crom my confidence beer. And I'm ranting or Mushe go kotoko supporters from minimum. It is a do. The disinterest no again near maybe intia and a general down to quality, down to excitement, inconsistent decisions. I would team Nima Oka Obienti. Secretary can sack a coach without a plan for another coach. Sanya Manu na general. Hey, you never be a whole game Nima said you. Say ye ka na empening for you more than munyaya. Ne pamon crofo because you and DSTV Oka film you and Sam you no be and this affairs no okay fie mi ensa enem ye no ebi wom akra keto okra ti bi solid Real Madrid first 11
enu ahwe West Ham United o mo call relegation ahwe Arsenal match no match o be so dey free o ba be Ghana Premier League enu a on sore nti say ya ampe antidote an hwa de kronti akotoko ne house match obi aso won hwe biu ni adwe say ye move nko Bawale Park no yemfa nko agere Gano yemfa nko Mamprobi yemfa nko St John's AstroTurf na agino a that is not the solution.
No cry no. Club licensing committee no ombeko rouse na omo sanction that community parks na.
Doctor was just looking at the fans.
Yeah, okay.
Into doctor on here said na adwen say Ebia stadium no neighborhood intina nkrofo ma on hu say kotokone as ya bie gate free obi ansi ho and onim say no match no boy no edu wa bi na ke bie gate free kwa
bantuma koko ase park no enye qualify say host Premier League ko di temso otuvo park enye qualify say host Premier League the doc
Ebia ti do mbeje ho
awa
ombeje ho adana ombeje ho na say vision dia na ombe match na.
Okay, so the teams can train at those community parks instead, rather than the main league matches. The poor performance of the clubs is abysmal, as the referees' performances are below standard. That has led to the poor attendance for our league matches. Papa Nova, anyway, free Accra, Abba. I say, so by the Dr. Mwako in a kind of year. Clubs need training our communities mom instead. Them fast I love no because I don't go jachi the person bit ma ko don't go jachi enti bi o mo ko bantu ma ko ase o mo ko training mo ko the champs so no ko training this week be the following week mo training e wo ba bi fufuro and no be ma amanfo abehwe wo mo na lead to stadium so mo ko Sunday stadium.
I partly agree. You know, back in the days, stadium, training grounds, no rich back. Now, got to confess, supporters got to me first. Let me answer. I could say they do.
Some really say, "Ni hope you who confess no buy bed you."
No. Also, no, they can't.
Place on boss at time. No, no, bobo. You
say you decide.
It mean can say chinchilla just a no.
Oh, daddy. Say, see you decide unless you and then you have to say be.
Go for free bantuma and Nantiba Ridge. And I'm
I was down to quality.
Quality, place. No,
it is a joke. So why is obey your team here, dear? I ho ha no be a Bobby Sani a Mompire, and dear. Any obedience who because you know, and the varieties in a dozen of phone mouth 1 hour match. Or foul phone keke. Don't click one to now rebel. And to say, a baby who ha 30, 10, 20. Ye fat ne apam edwa de awba bebo bia oju sika na ukọ we are no stretch eno bi dia ene ejinu suggestion bia hu hia ba se ye pese ye ne ye dia ene quality no sa bonten kura e wo se okoko fa biba na wo ye ne ye ene sa ade as ejinu a se ye ka se ye nya o se kofi baba yara ye nya aziza nsa ye nya baba Rahman ye nya ya Frempon ye nya Samuel Nkum ye nya de odonopoku de ene ejinu a and is it in
the ya the so trying say no any quality to top players level no e was through what a coach and the level e was through good planning management at better fans na best stadium enye referees omo yesabi handle matches ye no nipa no free
social media ni na ejai seju match yemo na chese the fans will come because a varieties in a dozen it is all park no bo say pim tinkon eno seju omhu hwea kwesi ada awia no so different from mother
Araho, we are standing in Muakra and Kumasi and Araho ye papa. All right, saying I was watching a show. Before I call Brazil, and there is Neho, and I be called Mickey, I'm saying, be the Jacra. Na Yasha Wafo, mo, Eboa massage me de bre a month for. Say, yeah,
Yamia dum now, swear. No weekend in it to say.
Weekend, you know, I win him. So weekend, they break crutches, weekdays, na your bedroom. Media crowd, they be young, they be a
Juma.
Juma home weekend.
A day. Weekend was when so bad Joe home.
I know so I want it here.
Chimsa Bella Bar.
Wait through her.
Oh, Kaka, easy. Be why?
Yes.
General bibia be fine why?
Okay.
Now bottom so ye there.
Nyame adom. Nyame na de nam.
I know it say.
Oh,
let's say
nkwanya hodin ne here.
No. Bottom ni so here.
Bottom grada na nya yi bia za hodin no. Hodin ho ha bibia ye kama pa.
To bottom ye.
Nyame adom.
Oh, the book
Nyame ho.
A video breaking down but Nyame adom.
Okay, lasa. My friend, director.
Aye.
Oh, line so. Me shock no. Only me with my friend live or show so sad on your way.
Obi NTV yes, just all go.
Yes, me say. Your point about just ke butu me. Osi nyame ho. Nyame
ho. Be.
To.
Well, easy buy and then she fufro e dia ba na easy buy se sabre. Wo bia o phone there easy buy na also call master ye. Wo bia o phone there easy buy yo and na wo so call. Wo ma se wo bia o techno phone, o Infinix phone, o itel phone a wo ma se ye and na wo so ba. Uko easy buy ya. Sa phone si ye de be ma regardless usike kutaw. Na te so ba phone ye 1000, phone ye 2000. Yabemu tia 300 Ghana cedis. Nyama mense bi pe na wo mu baako a ebeboa wo amasa deal we etima go through e dia mawo. Nyama mensa ne se ukuta voters ID card, anase ukuta wo Ghana card, anase o the driver's license ene koyem. O de kwa ye betu wana mawo e dia mawo tentem. Ye be mawo phone no ne ajo 300 Ghana. Ye jo 300 Ghana ni wi a na wetie sika na ka eche no nkakran 10 cities na wetua e de amaye wunyan san hihye we wo ba bia gise easy buy apart from no se wukọ eye easy buy ye showroom wa na empon ope home appliances ne bi unya kettle unya iron unya TV unya bibia washing machine de hian say obeko easy buy ye be spread them on 6 months na wetua ne kakra enhihye we e easy buy enhihye we our max buy enhihye we our compute Ghana pe nationwide baby bia beko bia no our sam mia we nyina no obetima enjoy easy buy enhihye pa we enso ewo ho your number near 0596 920 578 0596 920 578 offer number we so a ye bejo so World Cup no ye ko 31 days more na ye ko World Cup no enunti na AH Africom Travel and Tour edo ko World Cup ni bi AH Africom Travel and Tour edo ko World Cup ni ebi ye do ko no hye nhihye nie number be frɛ yɛn ne anu wadi nkomo enie 0596 374 618 0596 374 618 AH Africom Travel and Tour round trip international flight with travel insurance match ticket for all the 3 games comfortable accommodation ayede be maw with your breakfast or visa assistant ebe boaw emansaka visa no daily lunch any daily supper ubedi transportation for the match venues nina no yen ene beye ediamount AH Africom Travel and Tour ene beye ediamount your standard $9,300 and your VIP $14,000 enunti walk up here bomode na kohwehwe AH Africom Travel and Tour na yemfa nko walk up ni bi ubde ehian se obefre yen number no 0507 344 211 0507 344 211 menko mobi enju sikendi travel and tour wuko hu omo a womedo beko na aboa ye AH Africom Travel and Tour ene do beko oba yaso ya ye no betena se ne no wadi nkomo na nhihye bi o bia no yaye enso ede amount walk up in there ase be de enunti so ne ye ko walk up ne bi Franco Trading Enterprise eto nyama papa Franco ton Nokia phones oton Samsung phones iPhones and our ton and it is so open Nokia phones
papa obenye bia to smartphones ana pa bi eye Nokia phone a ye beboa wo anasa ope Samsung phone ye beboa wo ope iPhone type ben from XL to iPhone 17 Pro Max on sabeka bibia apart from no unya smart television 32 inches to 55 inches unya deep freezer anasa unya normal fridge anasa unya air condition 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 ana CCTV camera and a pebia a Franco Trading Enterprise and a wasoko number near 0245 316969 0245 316969 offer number way so ye bejo so na ya boa Hebaso Company Limited e the Hebaso criminum e the abedwa so e ye crima bema na UC bema ni obehie so timi satisfy oba no se de bi oba no kwa wobesan so ababium enunti na Hebaso cream e wo ho wo use Hebaso cream na obe apply kitua bi e wo penis no ho wo apply wiem after 30 minutes no na wakwa wash make sure say wo wash nie o wash wi na tse bedroom se woni oba no e ba behiem we use Hebaso cream oba no ko obesan so ababium because oni ni share no o ma na nigye Hebaso cream eye papa any drugstore any chemical shop bi abeko bia no obenya Hebaso cream ni bia to wo ko na wanya bia ye number no eye 0244 750510 baby bia wo bia no ye be delivery enso e de amount Unilever International and omudi eye Lux beauty tablet soap no e de abedwa so Copel Lux beauty tablet soap ni bi wudi dware a ohube hwam we use Lux beauty tablet soap ni bi di dware a obenya mfasom our vitamin E and vitamin C so we use Lux beauty tablet soap no e bi e di dware a ebe boa wo ye papapam e ma skin no atoso kokwa tuntum ehone wo ehone ho ebe sanso aboa wo ye papapa tablet soap out to bathroom a se tienie udi be dware saa ansa na semena yi ehi enye semena udi dware 2 days ya na nsuo e ka na ahono enunti ene also use Lux beauty tablet soap ne bi eye semena ye omo hodo enum ene wo ebia wo use obenya so mfaso for when it's supermarket bia cosmetic shop bia na ko pebito ukone wanya bia na wafre yen anasa upedudu etu akoton na manya so mfaso a ye number ne 0244 021 9191 024 021 9191 offer number we so a ye beje so Jobbing Community Bank PLC Jobbing Community Bank PLC modimba ye bonti ene se say ye babe community bank kaneno na ye dwabeura bank enunti uyo bia upe loan asempa loan awo ho wuhia dai papers wuhia car papers wuhia japade bia eye letter pen abetro ni ama loan interest awo so eda form asempa loan awo ho wo batampa loan scheme awo ho ye maame mo ye nua ba mo mu pe loan monko dwabin community bank PLC obenya loan ni bi na dia ye ejuma na faso abawe eye ejuma ni som e de amount open investment and why open shares no ato open savings account dachinti investment account obe so ye bia eye Jobbing Community Bank PLC your number is 0544 745856 0544 745856 what for number way so Yebejoso, the one and only general.
All right, the room as Andy Eddie Brazil and so on send some kakra eba sana kwa me wasa transi na odi official no atwaso amaye. I hope so are ready official but me unra Brazil and sana.
Yanko Brazil.
Okay. I see do say sell ne bo no na fra de komane. Stone no de there. Dabi na o jisa o de bro man. Ono jisa o de be dey. O jisa o de be dey.
Ni be ejuma.
No. Because oh yeah the dear man okay okay no menim say o de no use man as dia stone no na omo de say o de mo no so no da bia na o de menim say meet about the voice
o de ye den
da o de ye na sign no no so de
onko normal
no da bia no de family so na
go be di 1 minute to grab ya
me na all this every
say so ko normal say go 1 minute to go be there
Mr. Former de come on in. Uncle Junior man so the body t-shirts na the account na the fa omumpe. But stone the almost for what they bro. Almost wrong. No one or bema. All right. Enti Montras na fi Brazil no tentem na enfa local source no enka ho. The poor performance of our teams is mainly due to lack of commitment from the players or even just lack of quality. It's not just lack of quality, but lack of commitment from the players. In my opinion, it has more to do with how the youth are oriented and integrated into our football space, as well as the low level of passion and connection we feel towards it. So how do you expect us to support our leagues when we do not feel included? At the GFA level, many decisions are taken without involving the people who are expected to support and promote the game. As they say, we are not part of football people, so why should we involve ourselves when it comes to support? Wow. Why in the way by Memeshe Dino, I was so happy and who NS Boache, Una Udiwe, and so Abre. I don't know. I said, and yet just lack of quality, lack of commitment from players, more agrono. Na as a orientation, integration, about ye papa, ye papa, or a football space, and so emo. As well as a level of passion and connection we feel towards it. The bar FA so meaning how this are the better FA for. At the FA level, many decisions are taken without involving the people who are expected to support and promote the game.
Okay.
We are not part of football people, so why should we involve ourselves when it comes to support?
Two examples on that's my understanding.
Okay.
When the FA decided to root for a third term at Congress, majority of Ghanaians were not in support of that. But what was the conclusion? Football people, better Abama football people, not football people for Abidiso. And
in matters of this nature, no, say be a quite different. And yet, a month for near show almost take a decision. Decision about a Congress and take his decision. Congress, no, and I represent you now.
The Congress, no, almost take a decision at the expense of a nipa de wet in the
yeah.
But the decision they took unpopular decisions.
How?
Even a mama example said, how many Ghanaians are mutia sports or the comments about none in support of the third term for the FA president.
And in the Congress or Homaye.
Oh, you are not getting
the Congress whatever decision
parliamentarians could take a decision.
Yeah.
By here, what you want to take a decision and support. That was an unpopular decision. But I will take a decision now. Overtake the group of people now to Obama, but you don't look at it from the bigger picture. I don't know what can. Number two. Otohado. Ghana mama or moton nam ewo a market. A crack I see in Pamutado. Mutado that's hotel. And I'm a wa. Ghana phone in us to one more you no to that's hotel. Say minister and Simu Pampaya and Kohan Kujana Koyan Kutado that's your Ghana coach. Another unpopular decision. Eti Wadrin Bayer will say, Yan ye football draw about to our own to be. Until I take a decision. But Genoa. And also the disinterest among for them who were watching him. The third point. Referees, we executioner. Referee we never be match you see a woo. Referee we never any asemaba. Nina near buy near guso. Adaya send you sick out the eating. You won't perform a flow ready so I can say referee for Tomonko Park. You know I'm a worker. Until who take a decision now. You don't look at the 148 people at Congress alone. You don't look at teams in the Congress alone, but you look at it from the bigger picture. Decisions are in Nipane way chino, a very popular opinion at the ama because Bono. So what two team as I do? Met me a cotimity mumicromo. Minati team ni repair and yamedia bio a community there. Enti ye bet me a young crofform or Congress. But you know, who take a Congress decision is say Kim. Sekotoko asema yeti ya kanene o ebi a Congress nipa 2 penny free kotoko beko ebi a Congress nipa 2 penny be free aduana beko o me no betimi afele stadium no o mo ntimi mfele stadium It is someone to make filling stadium there who take a decision and you consider the populace. You don't consider your personal interest. You tell me the call up ba. Ne bia Esco Bembesa na team bear 5 for penny pa bear 5 pe. Omo players in Kwan dia trentwie sa. You know, how you saying Ghanaian don't watch or more observe you can hear two agu I someone so be your diana so diaba you ko under 17 year share you ko under 20 year share you ko under 20 year share and you recycle sa teams na you know sani man nyina my lot of people are losing interest Ghana football nti that's am no can say no person.
Okay, you the second part of the message no the buy say and just about the quality the commitment from the players.
Okay. Eno de mum yinu meche enum mene ne ya adwen wo baabi mene ne nso nya adwen wo baabi. The commitment comes in here. Now me nkwetri, let me pick Emmanuel Entry for example. Mamemfa Kwampoku nso nka ho. Those two players were considered in the Blasters. Kwame Poku kra de call landing no ko bobi. Emmanuel Entry so nya call up to the Blaster. So Genoa, so we footballer now person ball ko wanim. The level national team Blasters. So you opportunity now call work up Ibia. You call Massachusetts. You call about 64,000. You call Philadelphia. And your American kwan na be hu ne kwa. Obasan who stadium ni players are papa. Oba hu Jude Bellingham mo share the gap between you and Jude. Share the gap between you and Hurricane. Share the gap between you and the likes of Rashford and all those players who want motives to the bia. You know, open opportunity akushia sa place. Obesan yes appearance fee. Why now bet me $100,000? You know, a player no able move to the Blasters. The moment Obeko Blaster camp pe oba na betin wo pejem. Because he's not committed to talent. Said you, na the ball na has see declining. Na the ball na has see declining. And I mentioned those two players. So me are committed to their talent. I can reasons or them man or be mono. So the last time we spoke to him on this platform. The reasons or them are into boni be more. If you are committed to your talent, what me a ball I could do Blaster and our ball will be declined to the level say Kotoko 18 kro unyamuma. You know, and look at this Kotoko team now unya 18 muma dia you know and HSM kon kurao. Kotoko team we. Unya a Blaster material. Untimi na Kotoko team mura. Kotoko team we untimi nyamura. You know, that is where the commitment comes in. Say players they be wa omo kwa kuduru so e wo so omo yire omo no omo ka ho no na omo de omo talent na bi agro. So that is where the commitment comes in. Ya me example of Cristiano Ronaldo age. Mejitu say the dietitian, the doctors, the platform, the pitch, sika onye bi na players no. But so you committed to talent na. You onyema bibre ho you know obesua to improve your game. Your onyema bibre ho obesua to enhance and maximize your talent. But we don't see that from some of our players or many opportunity to be at the national team. On the other side, you know, born boys and be nimbo level na do omoto no omundru ho. It is not because they are good, but they cannot maximize or committed to enhance their talent. Bibiri wa you know born omunimbo. Pe kai pass e ko hebo bayara. Former Blaster player be say, "Hey, the players when amojo almost are control kura yibiden." Simple ball control ye be modern. You know, simple passing, basics. When you coach Nekasa on better. Until na make say Nations FC abo match. Omo na penalty ama Razak Simpson akobo penalty na say no. Ya pon match no bi anka Razak Simpson na say dey coach na nyade. Ya pon match no. Player nya penalty akobo penalty na say no. Ya pon match no bi ase coach from pon man so na nyade obi antimi anka ba akra nche player no. Nti bi mu ho asedu ya no mo nyade enye committed no mo nya committed nti and ebi mu so ha enye so mo nyade team no mo ba no mo ho odi nti you know sanity.
Good afternoon, I'm Richmond Accra La. So they go to Congress with their own interests and not the interests of we Ghanaians. Okay, Richmond Accra La Nadiwi Abreya and says here. Please, I would like to know if Kumasi Asante Kotoko has a youth team, and if Kotoko doesn't have one, then is the national juvenile coaches telling us that no player from the Asante Kotoko team meets the criteria to be in the national youth teams. Nana Safo Accra, 37 Accra, and Apija Way, and so they Abreye. Sergio, don't dispute what Andy is saying. Some decisions by the FA make us annoyed. It doesn't even motivate us to directly involve ourselves. The so-called football people should fix it. Okay, they are reaping what they've sown. Sycophancy and self-aggrandizement. Hi to chairman, or then Hokoku Apia Kuka. The Fofrode Abba, and no. Lavin C, a Jumaura, or the P Abba still typing. Lavin C, a year, I kind of the Abba now. I was at the Baba Stadium to see Kumasi Santi Kotoko in 11 Wonders. To my surprise, Wonders were very competitive and aggressive. For Kumasi Santi Kotoko, 3 of the youngsters, namely Abu, Lawson, and Anthony, excelled. The other 2 youngsters who came later, that is Bismarck and Ziyenchi and Yachi, need Techi.
I'm the 3 players.
Okay. Also Bismarck and Techi na Oya, Yachi. Okay, need some more time to excel. Baba Yaya did very well. Abatamwa and Samba were very effective. Though Andy must understand that entry dropped out of Kumasi Santi Kotoko squad through injury and not performance. I visited the Kotoko training grounds. I visit Kotoko training grounds regularly, and whenever I did, entry was on top of his game, but he was always given 10 minutes of playing time. Okay? And I visited the Kotoko training grounds regularly, and whenever I did, entry was on top of his game, but he was always given 10 minutes of playing time. Jumaura, Lavin C, and Apija Way, and so they Abba.
C can defend anybody. He shouldn't defend Emmanuel Entry. The boy spoke on this platform. He couldn't even defend himself. Or perform more training Ghana man 10 minutes. A blaster player. No, a perform more training Ghana coach a man 10 minutes. The performance in Nisro. See, he's a good player, we all know. But the fact of the matter is that the guy has failed in Kotoko. Tell him to back up. Don't defend him.
During our days, Sergio, during your days at Angel FM, I told you that Ghana football started declining when individuals started building up their teams by powering up to kick out the traditional teams, which comprises at least 2 teams in each region. Players from the superb. Okay. Later, I'm about here, Papa Nova. How end the message, All right. Maminko Kwame Miki or no, Maminko Andy Kem one of the Brazil. No, this is a BYT. Was all the BB Fema and Sani about league matches now. Mamusan Kauchi,
Oh, not Obi the by say, I say, Kotoko, and I has Kotoko U team players are then.
Yes, okay.
I think say generally my nyabo trash clubs na teams and I say players near from clubs or mobile. As we overlook the northern parts sector has from Ashanti BA and Tamaleni adeno or move overlook or collapse no more in Ashanti region Benab for me and Erika Dujamfi I also a year school and I said team of friends Ebony. NABA Asanteman SHS or more left-footed player or centre back. But on go but Omotimo Asante Regency. Denny or more a penny players I am say minimum when more around. But I your second division name, your third division now, Korani Bobini Adeno. And even the school senior boy in mention them who player. Joseph Nabi were real Sakafia bear 2 years, 3 years ago. But that's I know almost na quantity. Minim dear, what right?
Kotoko players now more cano. Almost age it drew under 70.
Now. Lost in your genie before the call up near now. Appear most of the Kotoko matches are even senior to them.
You've not answered.
Oh, 16.
Age now maybe certain. Oh, 16 years. Oh, okay.
16. And I do be sure go you say what's your water was.
Oh, okay. Not just on no 17.
Yes, Derek Dia.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon to you and your crew. I'm a Phobian fan, but the current squad of the team, especially the forwards, as compared to yesteryears, one can say these goal getters are the worst. Yesterday's match against Adriana, if it were to be the then elementary school days, those players who didn't perform would have been caned on the parade grounds on Monday. Secondly, I wonder if these players watch EPL, La Liga, and German Bundesliga, Serie A, etc., in order to emulate their styles. The head coach and assistants are doing everything possible to shape the forward lines. That's the goal curtain. But to no avail. Anthony Corpon, Dunkonofen, anyway, Abayenko Brazil Kakra, Nemra local stuff.
Oh, wait, to my bounce, how and so.
We,
now, you know, right, because the one has one of the top scorers. Maoli Wayo, Marvin Donzu. Now, you know, I say, the state of the two teams.
Okay. Sana Oka.
She striking now, teams are Papa who are brutal, no, her strikers, no, her goals almost season. Now, compare Kotokone strikers. Maoli Wayo, I had the on the from the left, no. Kotoko Abet, Omo Kwampuku, Omo Marvin Donzu, these youngsters are my benina. Top scorer and share more than 6 goals the whole season. Said you. The whole season. No. Top scorer and share 6 goals the whole season. You know, we have a long way to go.
I bet I'm 5.
I bet I'm 5. Kwampuku has 4. Marvin Donzu
has 5.
Said you.
And a year Samba. That's also 5.
Striker, I have foul from Guinea. Sebe strike makoto koneji dollars kono so whole season was 5 na je na strike okumo to be
a penalty has the na
ko de anya hwe let me credit him say ne Mbappe mu nyombo penalty she striker wo ji dollars alian kom kan echi ko January na alia say ye discover foul wo be ji dollars wo buy 5 no ba be say alia kom kan echi January na
even if we get quality, the GFA with their tricks will spoil everything. So we know they mean to me in fantasy. I got a quality player. GFA no better no.
All their tricks.
Yes, Ushego everything. And I referee no on you go. The same way we try to the same way. I don't know. How?
Mini
how? Bisumi dimbe de bisumi ni ho. Kwa mi nim to ho a.
I disassociate.
Hey.
You know there young queen.
Omo no complain referees na na ko yo. Weekend.
Yeah. So they two omfo. They be omfo afutu no ko ye.
You know they na kind of first they be no say unpopular decisions. But who can? Obianti because at the end of it all no on to aba. And as a situation now, a woman clubs and wow, be casalo. We are in a vestment as a matter to be eating, you know.
Good afternoon. So, do the football people listen to your submissions on your program on how to make the GPL better to attract the fans? They are disgracing the name Ghana and Ghana football. Ghana football should be like 5 and 6, but now it's 5 and 1,000. Kwame Michael Edukrum, they also the Abre no. You did in Brazil, no. In Brazil, the Kakra, the information local stories. And of course, more videos news were the a better.
Kwame, why I let it hear the news as over fun and then.
So, Sani, I hear him say,
so nipa da seni.
Now better watch that.
No, can minino.
What?
No.
What? Let me be so baby.
Minino vivi umba no abu. Nandi kan ona so.
Otuado ya mane juma wo World Cup no. Okay. Okoye juma de aboa FIFA World Cup.
Why there?
FIFA Technical Study Group. Otuado ka ho. Obe assess tactics.
Pressure be any.
Data. Set pieces. Any be player matcha obon homodin. Otuado a part of the 2026 World Cup no. FIFA Technical Study Group.
Man, congratulations.
Yes.
By a team we. Oh no, do by a blasters in there.
Yes, so better.
Oh, different. What the air commune now here, you
if it will be open beyond by the Ghana.
Hey, you're fire.
Opposite. I was
Ekomoduma no be different no kwame we ekomoduma beti agene kama different no
bomb for World Cup matches in nice
utimi de ofo ba no
there
o ko chere tates o de
you know
yes
31 days to the World Cup na eno na de me ko 31 days no je no a edeme kwa kopie mu say ye ka 31 dia na edeme ko last World Cup na ye boy no Kudus Mohammed second goal no shedi tia South Korea ni jino a 31 passes and a Ghana for boy a yetiminya asa goal no ede emma Ghana nti minim se video na ready o ha jino a nti we on your screen the pattern of the pattern of the passes na call Ghana against South Korea. Oh, video no hoya. The pattern of until 31 days na the last World Cup no. Your Ghana you go Kudus Eshe you bought 31 passes. And the pattern of passes no and the TV so you know you de konya go. 31 days the
match when okay.
Ghana versus South Korea.
Okay.
There was the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
Okay.
Kudus first goal no. 31 passes and I boy edinya sako.
Oh, your video now can you bad.
Me video na ye ho adwuma no pe more
pages.
Minimal kuntia. Tony ye ho adwuma e dia more minimal kuntia. E ba adwuma me san baba.
Okay.
Now you know Brazil. See ye ka World Cup dia na ye ka Brazil. They are the only nation a World Cup a bubia. From 1930 the BBC 2026 ma qualify abebobi. If he say World Cup na sha say kwani cross our record na say World Cup bia de qualify so mebobi. Na you know game ni eno mo on your screen.
Okay.
Yes. Into that is Kudus
31 passes.
Yes.
You will be a shot free and anybody.
Okay. And the winner.
About no. Okay, what you uncle? I think I'm more kind passes na the time I go to buy no. And then my video na complete. But uncle.
Okay. Enti General, that is it. Not qualify for any World Cup. Now, General, Brazil player any the first player or say penalty at the World Cup. So come into their history books. The first player or say penalty at the World Cup no. Abel de Brito, on the say penalty in the game against Spain in the 1934 World Cup. Yaw, mamini picture no na yemraho. Inti sana World Cup no eti seju. Ono ene de TV so only the first player or say penalty at the FIFA World Cup finals. Ono ene de TV so in the game against Spain and so on. Brazil's story started in 1950 after the 34 Ayamo World Cup ni biyo ba 1950. Na 1950 na omo the host eba be PM or final. Na final against Uruguay na hu TV so. Na na Brazil for a white jersey. It was a team coached by Flavio Costa. Ona na coach at that time. Na that time na Brazil a white jersey. After match when na Brazil answer white jersey bill. Na reason they say match omo be bono na general omo bono round robin inti na Brazil enya draw in the final sa omo je World Cup no na Uruguay say o so omo win na omo so je World Cup no inti ye sha sia na brand ye friend Frankai S2 atene edikan na wo hwe park iso a Stadio Jornalista Marial Fino omo friend Maracana general match we over nipa 200,000 in a team share in the history of the World Cup. Match be anywhere. Ya share our park na so we even at Rose Bowl. Our 94,000 capacity no more we a 200,000 in a team share this particular game. Na share game na Arsenal na Sejo Brazil 2 at 3 dikan. Anche and a brand here o si aka de ba Uruguay friend Juan Safiano etika no edema Uruguay. Game obi anim say Brazil for away no Sejo. Goalkeeper ya wato your friend Marcel Barbosa me ba be kan ho ase. And as this Garcia inya second goal na de ma Uruguay. Into your poor match no na Uruguay for winning game no by 2-1 ewo Maracana Sports Stadium and so Uruguay for the G almost second World Cup after 1930. Now after this particular game said you coach ya no coach team no any goalkeeper na oda po nim Brazil any Jesse na Brazil no honsem and am ba be ken So we should goalkeeper na me bone de na friend ma say Barbosa. Onu di kan back ane no. O say the that time e Brazil near do to prison 30 years. But ono okọ prison ne bro 30 years goalkeeper we ho asem na America no. Ni nyina ne say Brazil force match no omulusu ye no. Wasa ne modi bo anso ani. Nti na mo omulusu sa match no. Nti Omamuna get closer to the Brazilian national team bio. Now in 1994 World Cup for US, Brazil team no work camp no ko hoso o kwa kosra omo pamo no se onko or ye bad luck or no na moment me anyi 1950 World Cup. Na utie ni nkobo ni ma. Ne ma wo omo kura na mabonten a na enkrofo de omo nse akire omo so se we papa enema ye di areho maraka na we papa na ntimi ame anye the first World Cup ewo 1950 enti coach ano coach mu ye friend Flavio Costa stadium won semesi ye nti e o se ye Pedro ni ba e de hye no eyini free stadium ho because general na the France no na omo kire wo stadium ho no na ya de so omo hu coach na nka ensi enti in any tournament Brazil entimi anye no there should always be a scapegoat. And the scapegoat for the 1950 World Cup, Masie Barbosa. After this tournament, no almost say why Jesse no omriche bio because omo consider why Jesse say a curse at the man omano a unlucky Jesse for the country. Masie Barbosa on your screen. Oma mana team ni hu e bio. Amanfo bebrese no ye black in tia, but the reality is that they considered him as an unlucky goalkeeper. In 1950, a story no ye friend the Maracanazo and the history of Brazilian football. Disaster you know na see in their national team. Ba kona makano meba be wie ba kona so esti Estadio Mineiro Belo Horizonte no and so again Germany. So that is it for the first final for Brazil in the 1950 World Cup. Omo ntimi anye ena efiri ono say why just here show me omo hye bio ena omo de ba eye yellow and green eh uhu omo say omo so ehye omo say eye curse into omo hia di sine bio ena omo move on. That is the coach from coach no right friend Flavio Costa ono ena na eye coach at that time. Into that is for 1950. Now omo next World Cup eye 54 omo mo de ba anso ani quarter final na Genoa omo je omo kwan. But again omo benya the emergence of Edson Arantes de Nascimento Word Pelé in the 1958 World Cup. Now openia medini two just ono dey can say first penalty at the FIFA World Cup no Genoa. Ono the discover Pelé on your screen. Into Edson Arantes de Nascimento ono ene that TV so yi ene the Brazil team ne ba be pie mu ewo eye the 1958 World Cup ewo Sweden. Na Genoa otimi boy by a team of Vava, Didi Pereira, Mario Zagallo, General. Omotimeji omo first World Cup against Sweden. It was the final almost share Sweden by 5-2. It was 1958. In the Brazil beji omo first tournament yi Pele e pie alpha bebia General na Pele alpha bebia. Inti way any tournament yi Pele wi ya ye no na ewiase football nyina Pele etimi alpha ewo bebia no. And no atwa subio after Genoa coach Vicente Fiola di omoje 1958 no almost ba 1962 bio na ocean 1962 team na and so almost be ball finals na that 62 team Genoa na yes team the 58 bana before the tournament almost na Pele ko prae into that time no almost fa obi pra ye tournament no kom de obi be shem no om de Amarido eba be shem edemae. Na Junior, that was a tournament for Manuel Francesco dos Santos. Na your friend Garincha. Ono ena na tournament no a tournament for Brazil. Osha omo omuti hoya on Mimi left. Ono ne kutuha no. He was a wizard dribbler. Na uti ono ne the TV see and in their history. Almost without Pele and ye Pele and Kone the greatest footballer Brazil enya. With him and Pele on the field, Brazil and Lusu game. Into ono ne lead Brazil. And so etimo omoje the World Cup in 1962 ewo final no mo ba against Czechoslovakia ewo Stadio Nacional in Santiago Chile and asejo omuti eje World Cup. So that was the second trophy for Brazil at the World Cup. Brazil akọ World Cup finals in kwama 7. Only Germany and akọ finals do 8 times at the chair Brazil at the World Cup. Inti Genoa after that almost about 1970 World Cup esa ba beje and no any team the last time na make ho asem ha 1970 Pele ebe wie in 1970 na 1970 team no na Genoa eda o screen isi goalkeeper Felix Everardo ofa obi ti se Breto ofa obi ti se Gelson. You are talking about Clodado, Ocatostao, Jazino, Revelino, and then Pele. All money team at in the final, our Stadio Azesca in Mexico. General almost share Italy 4-4 goals to 1. Now in this tournament, Pele doesn't Uruguay for goalkeeper now. A Babaye iconic movement for the World Cup in the 1970 World Cup. In the final year, General Ekosui, a year. Brazil against Italy, and in this tournament, Jazino shall go in every game from group stage to the last game. Boy, every game, ni just sana no matre ni full name ni Jazino or shall go every game a tournament throughout. You know, Brazil for the year almost second, almost third World Cup, and it was a team coached by Mario Zagallo. You know, Utimi Edebaye. This is a goal from Carlos Alberto Torres, one of their greatest fullbacks. After Cafu, on the net player, Omu Boni Dipa, and so you know, Omu Timinya, Omu third World Cup, and so Honum, Emma Bibia, Etimi Ekosuyi. After this 1970 team, Brazil called Ecuador the dry spell. The dry spell, they say, after tournament, no Muntimi Biu. Or Moba 1982, no Bia se Brazil never beje. It was a team of Falcao, Dr. Socrates, Tonino Cerezo, and Sergino Patula. Now coach no coach team no. Coach your friend Tele Santana. And I know or the mobile no. But Italy for stop me in the quarter-final stage. And La Gazzetta dello Sport, a reporter said the day football died. And no, and after that game, and a coach Italy Enzo Biazot Bab on Tebeka say. Defense win you tournament, attack you new games. Because before the game, now almost who kwanya almost first to stop Brazil team no. Because Dr. Socrates and then what Tonino Cerezo in midfield. Now Timmy Tele Santana team no. No almost team here branded with style, a proper samba play. Into no who kwanya first to stop them. But Paolo Rossi stop them in 1982 World Cup. It was Spain. Italy for two share Germany in the final EDG. So 1982 team no, and the maestro himself and Zico was part of that team, and he was the brain behind that particular team in the 1982 World Cup. Tele Santana on the other side. It is Brazil called dry spell. 1982, 1986, 1990. Omni Argentina, Argentina you free. Then back in 1994. In 1994, no, and at Genoa, almost a buyer with Romario, Bebeto, Marcio Santos, Blanco, Claudio Taffarel, Real, Leonardo, and almost a baby a PM 1994 World Cup. And at Genoa, P final with the Squadra Azuris. Into Italy bought finals in 1970. Almost an Italy a baby show final bill, a year 1994. Into Genoa final now here on your screen. Now match you nipa 94,000 a share. Rose Bowl Stadium. Genoa into coach Albani Arrigo Sacchi, the former AC Milan coach. No buyer no attention. Carlo Ancelotti na an assistant. 1994 World Cup. And now here this is Carlos Alberto Pereira, and also a coach for Brazil. Genoa you really finals no na Arrigo Sacchi ni. You really find out no Genoa na game na ending in a draw. It's a penalty shootout. And now Obia Kai Roberto Baggio, famous penalty or boy, you say, you really and a Brazil etimi a winning almost fourth World Cup, and so MLB team Koyen to have Brazil, Italy in the finals at the World Cup. Na how great Asia. Almost so etimi into Brazil winning the penalty shootout. No, Franco Baresi was saying, I think was saying it there. Yes, Franco Baresi saying it there, and one of the greatest centre backs Europe who in football. And that is Marcio Santos and also saying it there. And he said, "You say and every year Brazil and dear by winning the World Cup in 1994." Oh yeah, no fry. Almost to us with that same generation, maybe in the BB room, with Bebeto. And then Ronaldo in 1998 World Cup France and you know the buy 1998 World Cup ni Claudio Taffarel, Cesar Sampaio, Adai, Rivaldo and you know Cafu, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Leonardo, Dunga and then Bebeto on that side. 1998 team nini and you know that 98 team started with Scotland, Omubo Morocco, Omuba ya betopu group no be share Denmark, ebe share Denmark 3-2 and you know be share Netherlands. One of the best games I'm sure at the World Cup here, Brazil versus Netherlands in the 1998 World Cup semi-final. Game no end day 1-1. On penalties, and a Brazil team you almost free and almost share the French national team with Ahmed Jackie in the final. Into the finals of the Didier Deschamps, France full coaching and you know I born the captain with Fabien Barthez, Vicente Lizarazu, Lilian Thuram, you know Omu any Disua, Omu Banunti France team now, Omu the ball Brazil, the final in France 98, you know Omu the Christian Karimbu, Marcel Desailly, then Yuri Zhukov. And the maestro himself, Zinedine Zidane, Robert Pire. Inti, Yuri Zhukov ne bamo Luis Nazario Dilema. And you know, game way gamer. France tete Brazil passa 3 goals. And the go Brazil Latin moi. You know, Brazil entimia de horia. Omulusu sa finals way. That team was coached by Mario Zagallo. Coach now the Brazil eba 1970 World Cup beje you know. Or no one aside Brazil team we about World Cup we are, you know, when team Ania Olusu Poto Ewo. So after that Brazil samba back bill in 2002, and you know before the 2002 tournament, na situation to say the next of Brazil said name amra, name ama, name a pra, on team more ni influence to say Luis Nazario Dilema diana. Until when so from Lucio at the top Edmilson, Gilberto Silva, one goalkeeper Marcos, Cafu, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and then you are talking about Juninho Polyester, and then Rivaldo. 2008 team nini almost started against Turkey. You know, almost by the semi-final view against Turkey, and goalkeeper Rustur Regba, and then Hassan Sass, Mutim no by you know, not Brazil you almost with Ronaldo go, and the iconic Ronaldo free kick. This particular tournament, idea. Obia rain feeder. Free kick Ronaldo boy against England. O team the 2 goalkeeper Simon Echino. Dia you real World Cup no na obia eka ehun asem and so in the game against England. The match on your screen Brazil against team your friend in Germany in the final. Germany full team no Marco Shiewo Europe 2000. Into omo no money confidence bia. But again Ofa obi the Schneider and the Oliver Novel. Now share Michel Ballack more performance and no more the Champions League by off Oliver Kusin and on the Bishia Brazil in the final. But who else? The man on your screen. Luis Nazario Dilema 2 quality goals. Emma Oliver Kahn and Timmy and Yashe. You really know Najinoa. Brazil etim awene almost 5th World Cup. Ewo hwa Genoa enyasem ketwa. And after that World Cup, Brazil has sunk 24 years without the World Cup. I feel no more back. From that time, be seen European teams the year almost free. 2006 France the year almost free. 2010 Netherlands the year almost free. 2014 almost semi-final. But again, they were hammered by the Mannschaft, the machine. Our Stadio Mineiro Belo Horizonte. 7 goals to 1. Unprecedented in the history of Brazil football. Until the fair disaster happened here in their football. In 1950, DNA ID can't buy now. And the net disaster in Brazil football. A game no more boy against Germany. The semi-finals in 2014 World Cup. Estadio Mineiro Belo Horizonte. Hold on, boy. Na Genoa, you really na Brazil lose by 7 goals to 1. Genoa, and the last World Cup. 2018 Belgium, you almost free. The last World Cup, they played so well against Croatia, only to lose on penalties to Croatia. Now, Macau has said 2 countries, and now a perfect performance for a penalty kiss here concern at the World Cup. Croatia and Germany. To know World Cup penalty, you have to be careful. And you know, we 2018 World Cup, Brazil versus Croatia, and you know, all share TV. So clearly, goalkeeper Livakovic, the year Germany. but in tournament so pick a moment you are good to go. So okay the sequence of Brazil this year go and how Neymar da Silva started the build up na fekeke in the last re-edition it has been Neymar go nini. But they look at the goal, look at the pattern 1 2 3 4 Neymar the ball not to net. In the last re-edition it has been Neymar. He is yet to win the competition for them. Ono aye ni pomu there, but others no, a quite on first support for them to win and for me the missing the classical coaches of Brazilian football and so yeah they as do am mom coaches na ye mbrankasa to for bi so omra me adwuma na untimi and almost situation they fail to replace the classical coach to say there no you fail ya yantimi and replace so omna and no na affect them immensely and Professor Chiche couldn't live up to expectations in the last tournament and the film. This time they are back. Bomba. Omakwa Carlo Ancelotti. Modeneba. World Cup no obi anywa ofri ni kuro mako coach different team bi dia GB. Into one ade ba kwa kotia Brazil no. There's always the first time. Rodrigo first penalty or Messi no ni. But World Cup no say make free Germany no abefa Ghana. No, the Aqua World Cup, and that's never happened at the World Cup. Into one Brazil 4 tournament na omo corner feel said yo. Carlo Ancelotti a great coach, but ono na betimi akwa ye history na be the first coach of free baby do obi coach biana. And only idea e ba behwe. And yeah, me ensure obo team na omo de ba to this year's World Cup no. Ensure omo team we 2014 World Cup. Ensure Brazil team na omo de ba to this year World Cup no. Neymar na ho akoba nsem bebrebe. But I think with the recent form and how he's scoring, probably he will be back. Inti listen Inti now so of
now you hear strength from 2022. Yeah, compares in bed 2-3 minutes and
I think it's a hodina bafem kakra because of the Neymar issue. Again, Thiago Silva is not available. Again, Ofo Bisalis and Becca also go through a lot of injuries but again they still have quality to compete. So for our team now, Omo Allison, he was the goalkeeper in 2018, the goalkeeper in 2022, and Osai a part of the team. Oko the right backer. That is where Brazil has struggled throughout because from Leicester Rodrigo Cray prior. Whether the Rodrigo Akokan we and he said yo, Ofa our team now, Brazil ama a production line for fullbacks. Inti Maka Blanco, Maka Jorginho, Maka Gilmar Santos, Maka Carlos Alberto Torres, Maka Ba Marcelo, Maka Daniel Alves, Maka Cafu. And then omuni sa quality ni bi fullbacks. You can talk about Wesley Franco of AS Roma. He's playing so well, but on your cast at that level. Obeka Obi to say, Obeka Abner Vinicius, Obeka Obi say Carlos Augusto, Obeka Obi say Douglas Santos. These are not the guys. Alessandro, no. Inti omo lucky fullbacks, central defense. So Marquinhos, a Champions League finalist centre back. Gabriel, a Champions League finalist centre back. No pair. I don't think there's any centre back that is coming to the World Cup. I'm ahead of the two. Now Midfield, Casemiro is still there. Lucas Paqueta is still there. Bruno G will pair Casemiro on midfield, and any more na Moja Ewo. Rafinha, Vini on the left. Omo Matias Cunha, Omo João Pedro, Omo Luis Enrique, Omo Matias Pereira, Omo Danilo, Omo Hendrik Felipe, Omo a lot of guys Omo deba. I believe say in terms of strength, Neymar Nkwa alone at a point pejo Omo to a certain level. But Neymar drop you can't be too sure Neymar will give you 2 games continuously. The intensity of the World Cup and then the fitness issue no trouble. But Brazil is Brazil. And almost 24 years without winning it winning. Now it is 24 years again, and let's see if Carlo Ancelotti can conjure magic at that level. What the can or see in tournament a team that concede less energy. Yansha Brazil for with all their history, with all the great players from Leonardis at the Babisi Neymar so more what it takes to win this particular World Cup. Omunya first, Omunya second, because I feel Argentina and France are ahead. But other teams compared to Brazil, I think they have their fair share of quality and they can do something at this particular World Cup.
Okay, into Group C, yadi ebebe wiye wa ha. Antikem. na abibiem ye party amaye no. Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti. We were Munyami at Mauchna, Yabeko Group D, na countries na no and so. Kwame Kencha, the local source no, about month for videos no, and so ewaha. Tell Kwame sitting behind television and assessing players is so cheap that Mickey can do it even better than Otuado. We congratulate him, but there's nothing extraordinary about it. This kind of work are done by retired coaches like Arsene Wenger. Maybe Otuado has retired from coaching. Nana Kwame Amo sledge. Anyway,
sledge. Senya kotokwa. Firepower.
So your kotoko na negative there pio me na no da. O fire obey attack.
So to allow retirement.
O fire obey attack. Bankofo teams mu obey fire papa.
Na te Kwame. FIFA adwuma wo hwe dodo na Arsene Wenger ba retire. Pierluigi Collina. Roberto Rossotti. Omo na say retire from na hwe. Otuado ankasa na adwuma na omo de ama no.
Assessing tactics.
Kwame.
Data. Set pieces.
English pundits. They invite you more. Retired players. You're more majuma. What the more mumbu do must. The meet me yards on TV. Radio.
There's a whole sledge.
Me on now. But the words in the meeting.
That's
me kind. Juma is all ya and black stars on one boy. Okay. About because if I never cried me could go with trees. As a one way in there, one way.
What kind of credit?
What kind of credit? I don't know why Andy Kem is doubting what I saw with my own Colo eyes at the Kumasi Antico training grounds. I'm very surprised at his entrenched position. Andy must know that players don't select themselves onto the pitch. He must visit the Kotoko training grounds to see what happens there. As for Kwampoku, his issue with play and injury disturbed him this season. Jumawura and Kasankasa Lavency and Ediwe and so Abrayen. All right. Mekorema kofa mo videos no so kakra na hwede modi tudwa ansa na kwa Mickey odi afisem na kanina and so Abrayen. Into videos I already are mama yenhwe kakra.
Good morning, General, and Opana members. Sometimes I felt I wouldn't want to talk about it, but it is becoming unbecoming. Yesterday I watched the match between House of Folk and Ediana. Even though I don't support Ediana, between Ediana and House of Folk, I'll go for House for my personal reason. But you see, when you watch yesterday's match between the two goalkeepers, Adriana enya few boy a call has goalkeeper and he was out of place. Goalkeeper no amu yehuri ejejenes no he place. O de obi pa on fene ni hwe and what happened. Adriana chances so munya a goal post and na osesibe and a help if not Kendra has keep on the beji best 3 goals even though Adriana had few chances. 2, it is so disgrace to Ghana goalkeepers. Say, you have a Black Star column. Now player or not bench. Team B. Player or not bench. And then now column. All because of what? Agbeshi, Opa, the history of Agbeshi. Agbeshi a captain goalkeeper. Agbeshi a captain nipa. And here, Tenasi Dinya Market of Kweku. As a Ghana football, yet Tenasi Dinya Market of Kweku manipulate Ghana football. Yet Tenasi Dinya Market of Kweku the football now you know pay. It's Opam Cherry say, Asari on the best goalkeeper. Oh, this current league is a lie. I don't hate Asari, but it's a lie. It is a big lie. You can best goalkeeper of the current Ghana Premier League. Asari is nowhere to be found. Asari will be 3rd or 4th in terms of goalkeeping. But Asari so some say Rebecca World Cup.
Good morning, General Carrasco, ne Old Bata Nakra, and a pay me Chobia or Studios, so I'm Judas or Bodia Domobia on here. And then so a dafufro, a sunshine weekend for Frasi, at Anyamasi. General weekend way, nneɛma bebree na sisi ɛnra nso Clásico no kɔso ɛnra de to me no make us a Clásico no and live it up to expectation because na game no before the game no cry and some I call Real Madrid camp no into my game no hype no cry no ya anti game no hype no ɛna ɛka say ntɔkwa see between Tromeni ni Valverde no saa ntɔkwa ne mom na ɛkɔso ɛna manfo tete saa ntɔkwa no ba game no de ɛnra mpo na game no mia nkasa me TV achi amehwɛ no ma enjoy game no I say game no boys na nkasa omu bobo no Barca for no omu beji league ni nti I say omu de game no ɛyɔm de ba I say Madrid for no agency bia omu de bo game no I say bibia ye do omu lusu ball kra na omu mfa enedin bi enkoji ball no mzo omu ninam nti na de me Clásico no de ma enjoy kra ana friends general Saturday no so Chelsea no ball Saturday no Chelsea boy any de na omu betumi abobo se na de bia na omu digu sa no se ball omu ball Saturday de se sa no omu ball de bia anka se anka by this time de omu da be for na bibi Saturday ni de no krani omu bobo papa serious House of Folk nso omu de akogu bio draw FC say I had 15 draws Didi Dramani yahu bibio na team de obeji league draw ni de ufie na utifie na ubodro sa den you know amuni nyamenya adwuma mdama se Clásico no Oddbata na cry.
Good morning, Sergio. Good morning, Kessben Sports and the TV. The God's Weapon TV. Sunyana. Sergio. Arsenal the Gunners. I'm say we the new fluke. You say be any koso ayiguso aye. You say PSG in aka. You nsuro bia still Arsenal the Gunners. You be obebi and you ready say e be shia no. Sergio, GPL's weekend we na easy. Ghana Premier League. Match ba ko so a na em say eye nika young apostles and nations. No mo here win no free seriously. Na player ba ko young player ba ko or GPO no ma o di na gropa e mondapia e di na gropa ba second half na me say o fenji kakra ba nyame adom ate say ne ho ye nti GPO league so ko so ankasa yeah Sergio.
Good morning, Sergio. Your friend Eric Bodimo Bichim. Sergio, Mamma Mama Basso no pay. Sergio, me de kakra, me person me busa say GFA. O mama who league table ni. If you say to say on a ho ebe bobia ho no amobia. Bia the points in the mount. But here who say omo a was second round e bia ho no omo ba omo moye no. Other teams in the abo 32 but omo ne ombebo omo boy na about 31 BC se kotoko say and I say Biche United e was one ye de 3 points mano e kind of points ho na o shoot to corner nim the same thing apply to kotoko omo so say e de almost 3 points in a ma omo any teams in aka na ye hu ba bi a league table ni da yi fi say league table aye hwe no ebi mu de about 31 but yes e be ade aka mo ade ne ya ade nka ho ama sa na ma na koso nti sejo mo ne mpanyimfo no kasa na ye hu di nti a table no etisa ana correct table also mo de ma emi hu fi say so mo de sa points ne ka kotoko say obeba beto so fourth onto so sa 7th na o to so nti sejo mo ne mpanyimfo no kasa me yen hwe ne ene ma ekọ eda wase
Joe Damparo Kwaso House of Folk Didi dramatic football ope one na mrante mo pe draws rodo draws yentima nye league ni nyina free draws Didi Dramani ne players no omo pe too much and the signs were clear right from one start. You play as a defender, central defender. My 3 goals, my 2 assists. Did he say more form? Now we got top striker. A whole season we share 3 goals. Or Bayern so share 3 and 1 on one. On their chest and a limit here 3. Say you. so enti ye press no any ye coach no mo ana amwae na House of Folk ye front liners no ma wule wa you Frank Duku ana gama we sali fudi mari o hani nim so na kata na so Martin Kakari but the board do ani omo the board do ani ho no omo miensa no bebi a ball ne direction dan bebi a pose ni bebi on be ball na fa no se jo teacher abaka se Wellington boot na she no you can say football boot to pan na she no otimi ball no fa that direction based on the bebi a pose ni bebi na ball na dan na bebi o be ball na fa no ka so she ta auto se jo has a folk company from Nancy form. Then team ni say na man for here na Kenya na kono momo ema me that's it.
Sergio, good morning. Me chia woni etie for no mina. Sergio mpacho bibi che madwen kakra. Me pacho me pese me busa say e betimi aba say ye twen Champions League finals na coach bi yetimi coach na omokobo ball no te say bia PSG anase Arsenal ebi esida say ebi ebe pamom coach number coach fufro abebo finance no ebetimi esi na ebesi nso a ebi esi pen ebi onso mebisa BYT say te say as gold ya o ma qualify for Premier omo ba yo team ni ati say as gold 04 say as gold 05 say na omo ba say di na omo de beba Premier League ni mu na say omo sesa no na omo sesa no nso a eya ebi esi pen ana say sana wo say eba no medamase che obia
I said you me comment some so dey na em say last week video for no be the question be by ye twan anu yi ama me so na ye me ha kakra na di pane busa say Europe teams no more individual ones and are they bigger than the country Ghana. I think so on the issues of raising that question. But if you are it might be similar because Sergio, you have heard this even in England, League 1, League 2, League 3, your national team. Any championship. This playoff your mobile, who are Rocadell, any other teams your mobile. Her pitches are more possible. Very nice. Very nice. And we keep asking, say, if even Rocadell, National League, League 2, can't we get one of these even pitches in Ghana here and maintain them? It is not just about accepting any pitch. Meanwhile, we are the same people when our foreign players comes here, they cannot perform, we keep criticizing them. But let's consider the pitches they are coming to play on also. Because one, Nipa the bot theft, nice one, Babe Drew and then Nako Kotu Baba Yara, sometimes second D. Her pitches are I think we've gotten time to watch this kind of Ghana Premier League. And at this matter I'm saying, you even attest to the fact that the pitches are all no good. Obama player pass. If you doesn't stop the ball in the air and you want the ball to land before you control, the whole world will see you as a player. Uma true passer and call. But you see one more, then I'm right, then I'm left. I see one not dead, then go different side, now on the different side. It is not on. As being part of what GFA, we want to ask what are some of the things they put in place. Because must these things continue all the time? Here, these Northern Africans, we keep praising them. So my idea, football, let's see the pitches that they are using. Day in, day out, we sit here and then we criticize players. And I say, yet, we are not considering our pitches as well. So the question the person asks, if the clubs or individual ones are not bigger than the nation Ghana, why can't we get some, since we are also bigger than them, at least, if say Kumasi ni Accra, yes, standard. Say these are some of the things that we put in place. These are some of our top pitches. Recently, when they were coming to inspect our pitches, see what was happening. We were all over. Entiachi, being part of GFP, as I said,
Okay, enti ya the videos no and so besi ha na afi Kwame atransi the local source no abreye. Minya message back on enso free US kakra bi na fe yentwa so mfama mo. So I support and became 100%. Because Congress decisions are transcribed into status for the Ghana Football Association. Instead of making sure the league is taken care of from the juvenile level, the GFA ESCO members are focusing on securing our World Cup travels and our third term as president. The low turnout at the stadiums is as a result of the team administrators' selfish interest in managing the teams as their own businesses, rather than the traditional teams we used to know back in the days, though we don't have these elite players today. The commitment level is zero because officers make training sessions far better than all GPL match turnouts combined. Mohamed Vosuapia, USA, there or they Abreye, and so I don't know. All right. Briefly, now or can say me say ya address ya mano. I don't know. Now sana kwame about.
Or can about pitches or say you consider the pitches and or no can say Osha Buchra, Osha Chelsea, Osha Bournemouth, Osha Manchester United, Osha Arsenal. Ebi akoma nipa mi no na nipa ba akodia. Ba Ultimate Stadium kama. Ba ye de no man as a nation in Ultimate Stadium kama. You know, private entities are there. You crew macro only on private entities for compare. You know, Mr. President decided to say going forward on Messi Stadium will be a home. You are really concerned about the standard of pitches I in Tiano dear. We're hoping that the government address it. Apart from that, or say plaster players in Baha. Pitch in yet into money as criticize. Okay, good. Ghana you bo against Uganda or Morocco yentimi and show. You bo against Nigeria or Morocco yentimi and show. You ko bo Nigeria more UK yentimi and show.
Sudan they come.
Sudan or Morocco yentimi and show. You ko the last mamen fanen ko chekaka. The last World Cup ayakone. See you ko 2022 World Cup. You bo 3 matches you win one pet. A Honsona a picture na. Ya Afcon, you know, Afcon see a 40 something years ye nibi. So no ya money Ghana. And what ye back open ya bono Ghana in 2008. Into any picture sem. Afcon qualifiers and young qualify for World Cup. See a kobo bi wa we young qualify. The last Afcon tournament ye call the Côte d'Ivoire. At ye Côte d'Ivoire pitches ni be bre wa ha. Ye bo Kessben, ye bo Mozambique, ye bo Egypt. Na park ni kama kapa. Young mini match up. It's blast our players in performance and Minia and your pictures.
No fancy picture.
More de bonan and Swenny and your pictures.
In my candid opinion as a soccer enthusiast, Otuado has been assigned a befitting position by FIFA. It's only in Ghana under Ketokreko's tutelage where a football scout can be appointed as a substantive coach for 2 times. They must set up. Kefusu, a Josu Bishansi de Enono. All right, quickly. Mamim Kodamankofa, Dr. Amuzu, and so Unkratoka Kramra. Kwame, me bad, ya Kenya. Udia.
Mema. Etiefo nyina akwa baba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na ye de drobia ba e fe no Amuzu garlic bitters eyedura emamoje die fusane e woni padua nu mu eyedura ebua ma obia ne pressure e wosoro e ba fom pa obi so a otie mia wadress rade abro so obehia Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitter prevent numbness so obi se mensa anasa minan 83 nedro eye Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters controls urine flow. Dear odun so bebre anaso so basa no onye Amuzu garlic no mu a emesoti kura. Amuzu garlic bitters prevent sciatic pains. Obi say doctor me to ase twetweme unye Amuzu garlic no mu atu edi. Amuzu garlic bitters is good for stroke patient. Obi anya stroke, obu a stroke na born nkaye. Unya Amuzu garlic no atu edi. Sama dre na sofu bi onya stroke for years. What thought wa minu panom ai na wetimi asore ananti waka. Amuzu garlic bitters boost the immune system and fight infections. Se utie me na se uyo chremewu yare biya ba bekrawa. Kopa Amuzu garlic no mu en ne mo ho ye dene. Na kutie nyarewa. Amuzu garlic bitters prevent body weakness obu ha ahommere won so amuzu garlic bitter dilate the arteries ebiabia intinimu mamoja ediefu sani yie pa amuzu garlic bitters support the pancreas amuzu garlic no pancreas ho ya de ne modidi a ekotwetwe sugar na glucose na mu no me so te mass sugar eba normal amuzu garlic bitters improves vision obu ho a ne pressure was with man de hunu wo form onya amuzu garlic no mo ebuaw ma friends woni na ai wisi no we hu ade yie pa amuzu garlic bitters prevent palpitation nipa bia home ban sese home no was bebre sa kope amuzu garlic nenom amuzu garlic bitters prevent insomnia obu ha obre pansa wada ye frade be zinc any sulfur ye rich amuzu garlic mu ye ko gu mu a na my body ne home na home bo se nche na wada enti de na ho ade ma no kope amuzu garlic bitters nenom amuzu garlic bitters is rich in allicin and selenium, which helps improve blood circulation on the male sex organ. Inti bema osi oda humachi antini bema nkano. Kopa amuzu garlic no mwe. Nyambo jeni die fusane enko bema no hunadechia. Watini nka. Amuzu garlic bitters is rich in agioni. Ena musa agioni ninti. Ebo ema awodi akwa no ho ban ema sebuo ema kosu atuo nyina no emani nyina kosu kama enti oba obuni se a embe yie obehia amuzu garlic bitters oba on person na wo eti kosu hia amuzu garlic bitters uko drugstore pharmacy anase herbal shop biara obenya bi ato upedro semise bi nso a no afra mi nama eye 0247 776743 0247 77 67 43 Amuzu Herbal Clinic Mount Hiochalo.
Okay, Kwame, Marimra Nafi yenhwe time na kano local tours out dey bebre
but you know bring konti ma membo so na said the medical di tu dwan say enche na world cup ne ba be koso FIFA ama oto ado ejuma wo kwakoye e wo world cup no FIFA technical study group no oto ado akwakoka ho we former coach and the Black Stars of Ghana enum any city city say wo kwakoye ejuma enso e wo ho ye toaso e wada stories under 20 bobo kwenu kopiemu enso e wo menye fe Uganda a qualify e ko world cup e bekoso e wo Poland Intimika say anopei and under 20 team no bo so e ba bedu ye after securing qualification into the World Cup and no ebekoso our Poland anopei the under 20 team the Black Maidens of Ghana wo metimi aba bedu our mo qualify 2-1 on aggregate and when say the city under 17 tournament no eba be chase and namsom ema sabre Ghana yegusu prepare for the under 17 tournament eba be koso our Morocco senensum se Ghana ya qualify akwa piemu and so our Morocco Black Stars are qualify kwa World Cup no meet the Black Stars players and then the senior mekase management committee members no our Wales one bia ya kwa piemu yani Wales national team no and ebom and into Village Hotel our Cardiff when bia dwumedie no ebekoso Monday June 1st 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and a dwumedie no and so ebetimi akoso den and so ho said ye dia tudwa say Africa Athletics Championship no ebe hyase chinam enam so emasabre insembebre and ababe tudwa ewo Richard Akwakovi on the GOC president no was sabre obibio bebia no omo behwe obibia yem sanso and ono abokofie di Adams de tudwa say Accra 2026 ye ba ye bekoyi GDSM ye betima boy homoden na eye tournament bebia ye tosini ye kopiem Botswana no yetimi ayehu enso adwuma eno eni sede sitie enso sanso na Sebastian Cole ono ena ye athletics world athletics championship no anasa world athletics womo eye president ono so den sama wodom ede atudwa ede afan division 1 games kosom already the hun teams womo ebe qualify akobom eye Premier League no na apart from zone 1 ɛne nye hu team a ɔbɛkɔ akɔbɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Premier League no mu ɛnam so ɛma Sabre Tamale City wɔn match bɛbɔ against DBB United game no Nathan Anafo ɔnom ɛna sese wɔn afa no as referee a wɔbɛdi saa game no ne ehu ɛyɛ two teams yi emu baako ɛbɛsi akan ɛwɔ Premier League no mu Nathan Anafo ɛna Sabre wɔn de match no ɛnso ɛde ama no Premier League matches ɛba so weekend yi sɛdeɛ nyina nim results ɛno nso ɛtumi pie mu from all the centers no yɛde ho nsɛm ato dwam na asat nam league table no sei ɛna sitie obi abo 32 matches ɛna wɔ hɔ Mediama di kan with a year 59 points ɛna kuta Mediama Gold Stars to mienu about 32 matches 57 points Has about 32 wamo our 51 Asante Koroko 49 Ediana our 47 Samates our 47 Dreams our 46 Karela our 46 Brekum Chelsea our 44 Bechemo 44 Basake 43 Swedro All Blacks our 42 Heart of Lions our 42 Young Apostles our 42 Vision our 41 Nations our 41 Hawaii our 13 and 11 wonders a chatwom and so our 13 points. Team Samoko relegation there. Hawaii Cup and 11 wonders a cup. Say Team Bain and a Kwakakao. 2 games and I come our Premier League in the mo. Top scorers our Premier League in the most Augustino Castillo on the lady 1 a year Richmond Opokum will be our 13 goals Samuel Atakumi or 12 Salim Adams our 11 and a Sraj Seidu on also our 10 and a 1 top a year 5 clean sheets and so our Premier League in the moment a year Zakaria Musa Samates goalkeeper 16 clean sheets and Ekutano Felix Chain Mediama 15 and so and Ekutano a year Dubi a year Tai Kasi on also a year Basake for goalkeeper on also 14 clean sheet Benjamin Sarri our 14 and a Prince Osei and so our a year 13 clean sheets and the Kutomum and so our Ghana ye Premier League and so Premier League no abeto so a Sunday and a January yearbo Premier League matches no and so across a year make us say year venues ni na Hawaii and the Basake game ni the ember so into Basake say we league table na Basake etoso 11 one more 43 points and unti one more points a free gym come 43 no ho a one about 46 points and a Basake ebenya Mediama and Lions Bechem and Kotoko 11 wonders Brekum Chelsea Eduanam and the Young Apostles, Nations and Vision, a crucial game, Nations versus Vision, our Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, Samates and the Haas, Karela and the Swedro All Blacks, and the Dreams and the Gold Stars and some and the Ebebo, we a Premier League, you know, and Shishia, Ababe Tojam, and so on. Said ye, and Babaya Sports, and they had discussed attendance, a very poor near Crash Sports to the Milano. Kumasa Santa Korocom, a coach Hamza Bion, coach you team, no, or a place in be opportunity, a Momusia kind, and so Edema Club, no, and so our Genoa, a Benito, Yentimi funny number,
and Madia can say BYT, or share matches in a bus on the result. Nearby, you know, nothing matches now. Aka na most likely him for the bit my joining. 11 wonders and Hawaii United. The GFA is an association, but football is a passion. Until one becomes a member of the GFA, one's passion and interest in Ghana football is peripheral. As a Ghanaian, you are called upon to support the national team as a patriotic Ghanaian. That's why the national teams should be handled by the state, not the football people. If one decides to support a local club, it's their choice. The national teams should not be in the hands of the football people. The football people will be compelled to cater for at the local leagues. And the dairy, in such a message, you know. Coach Karim Zito, at say wherever you are, congratulations. What me at the as gold, 04. Omudina Zana, as gold 04. And so about premiership no emo. Karim Zito say, Joe, it's about MRI. Lawson was part of the team, but many failed due to the MRI tests. I say Nuntra, now Lawson, as I take a boy, no. na oka under 17
because on the na born now born last year anyway no na kan no
MRI no ntina went me anka ngoka ho all right yen to aso
yeah general ma yen chia coaching so na the omni say league table no GFA e de body bia e free say omo ban ana say omo ka say omo demoti officially omo demoti ho United match bia na ya outstanding bia omo de aka team no nti eye websites a wodo bi say flash score ne ade mo na e bia wo kwohwe de a omo no nye but GFA de say the nipa no ode ba say ye ne mpanyfo nkasa mpanyfo ye omo ade dada a ye show no ha 32 no biabo kotokode na amaso nyina omo de aka omo dada nti you see kotoko 49 points I word that otoso 9 has 51 obia obo ye bia na say no so ni bobia maso bia de aka ho dada general as of folk above the 15th drawn game this season emu mako do and 9 goalless draw and a 2-2 draw bako and history e bin si Ghana league abako semu da say team bako akọ goalless draw sa 14 times ye league nim but in total no the chance say team and the other has to folk aka one drawn game no more equal the record of Bechem United about 16 drawn games one single season ye Ghana league nim enti sa game a baso e mienu edu omanim match ba ko mbebo against Samates ne Mediama no so omo draw ba ko ka ho a omo equal since e ba professional league no the most drawn games 16 say omo ne bofo akwa abo 15 omo sign kotoko 14 drawn games omo boy ho enso ama ezi omo abo 15 has in the history of us folk no the only season omo call most drawn games 15 say ya and so omo equal 1980 a record until 46 years near na has a ball liga about 15 drawn games e bin si biem and at this time e biasa aba has enya draws nko amako 15 emu 14 goalless ene de enya de team bia e bi Ghana ada na general enra na ebe din say has be lusu Accra Sports Stadium ni nyina ne say 40 years ni obi anhye has o league ni mu won kran Mother's Day da so Mother's Day bia has ana league match wa Accra Sports Stadium no team in Ghana and etimi ahye has the last time omu lusu ye 86 kotokoko hye omo enya de team bia etima shom but minim de beba ene de ebesa sibiem say has ne team ani de aduana stars about 10 league matches the last 10 league matches has in team hye aduana has about draw omu 4 omo lusu 6 in the history of Ghana football eni abakwasem say woni team bi has ni team bi hia home away consecutively na makomako do na wontimi nhye team no bia kotoko be wuram na kotoko atia has from 1980 home and away kotoko afa 4 points anase kotoko ahye 3 wahye baako a draw baako sa time na nye 4 point na 2 point system 81 home and away na ma 4 matches 82 home and away na ma 6 matches 83 na has di baako abo e di amakotoko 4-3 in Kumasi untimi nhye sa nto aso 1985-86 na home and away 87 home and away 88 draw sa na 90 oya dey has ba be kaba akwatum but 10 matches general obi ana has ne aduana ball 11 league games first time aduana ball league only has score 11 matches no has once benei oma kwa ye din say has ebeye anase ebetimi ahye ewo eno nso aduana stars ukuta sa record na ono so e dey ko nanim ewo ho 10th May 1998 ebre so etwa to has ball league game a ebuso ado asose no agona so aduro 1-0 eno nso efiri wo e din so obi be share has e bia 10th May and has of folk elusu sa ma kire no a o ma ntimi elusu na mom Mother's Day a fall 10th May has lusu ye no na fall back 1998 e wa agona so aduro na do as a move from Cape e ko agona so aduro e na omo ne has e ko boy a omo share house of folk dano na has protest ye say Ibrahim Mugu go referee anye nti any assistant referee no ma flag so say ball near offside no a bay so be tram no akofie and also abesna ko ni krum nti e be ye pa general kotokoso ehye 11 wonders in the issue of 11 wonders abakosi bo mo nhye kotokoda either NC Cup and say league omuni any win but general 1986 na nanka wonders wo tachima obezi anka omo ba kumase a na ye Holy Stars of free tachima na ye month of May and omo je 3-1 and no ade 2-0 and e bae but goal difference ni 2 no so bae ala di ajamo e de bae and the last time Sokoto ko lose Mother's Day wo kumase general 91 best hit match
okay
nyame admo e che ba be kan wase
best hit game no
and no na Mother's Day na Mother's Day e free ho 1991 be si ne obi an hye kotoko kumase Mother's Day da
okay
say Mother's Day
okay
on say kotoko Mother's Day no on na hye house break twa to won kan sa so na house so Mother's Day on na hye team hye kotoko break twa to kumase
any best hit game
no Ezekiel Alamu
ko fasa game we aba
ya beba ya ka hotel no mo ko ho ni din
okay
sa match na Angola no omo bae line up e pam so na ye dia hihye
ye de besia na fi ya pege ma DJKA enso aba beto so de amayen Mary Osaye Kumwa ene your birthday wo so amekuma se ene your birthday Mary Osaye Kumwa we a special one I free Tony UK and a young kasa Nana Debrobe say happy birthday to our wife. Bless your new age. A special message. I free Tony in Nana Debrobe. I mean unsha na onya okese emre nyina. Mary Osei Ejekumwa happy birthday. All right. Yedebesia na DJK aba to ase di kaka ye no.
Wada me ba ku birthday boy amene no wo fia me ma no ore be odintintima pa efre no Robert Champion do na afre no continue obo ho ene ne birthday nti we dey papa mesi for happy birthday Robert.
So momodi na usi form na mom jame yad mo tena and the 24th edition of Africa Athletics Championship no seniors no ekoso e Legon Sports Stadium o amanfo amo enkrane potemo nyina monko na monko hwe athletics papa Africa gudam nyina no eba Legon na free ochina kopim Friday enya semketu akra sanso na your Black Princesses congratulations moya dear pasama qualify na mo represent Ghana ewo a world under 20 championship no so ebe koso we 8th time consecutively Black Princesses are qualified.
Nigeria denied 2008 when a Cameroon force on the normal ye film 2010 Kuku does in a first coach or dear qualified.
Okay,
that was Germany.
Okay,
and yes I could be and yes I call ya kwasa anti
Emrason. You must not trust in me. I had more